a Martini production.
Hey guys, it's Friday. We made it to the end of the Sideshow Con, the last day. Last day we're going to be covering it. I'm going to kind of miss this little afternoon stream covering this con with you guys. It's been a good journey. But yeah, this is it. This is the last day. Hopefully they're going to be bringing their A game today. I don't know. You guys excited? What's going on, D-Rock? Thanks for being here, man. How's your day going?
What's up, man? Day's going great. I'm happy to be here. Looking forward to some more MODOK reveals.
Holy shit. You know what I just
No,
realized?
but really, I actually feel like hopefully they'll end on a bang. So
End on a
looking forward
bang?
to it.
We should guess how many times we're going to see that MODOK on that screen this show. Three. Cash, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man? Happy to be here again. Like you said, it really has been fun overall, and sad for it to be the last day, but all good things come to an end. So Sideshow, let's give the people a Batman. That's what they want.
I think so. I think we're going to get some Batman, maybe some Star Wars love, but I'm feeling a Batman this afternoon. Good to see you, buddy. Piggy.
Hey, good
What's going on?
afternoon. Hey, I'm just happy to be here. A little bit sad that it's coming to a close because I'm enjoying the camaraderie with you gentlemen. As far as Sideshow, I'm really hoping they bring it because the first couple of days was excellent. Yesterday was a little lackluster, if I'm being honest. So I'm hoping for a strong close. And finally, to talk about MODOK, when I woke up this morning, the first thing I saw was a MODOK picture, and they had him with a gold portrait. I hadn't seen the alternate gold portrait. I'm like, man, we ain't ever escaping this thing.
That faceplate, yeah, that's
already has a variant, dear gosh.
Yeah, it'll be next year's warehouse fines, janitor closet fines, parking lot fines.
We'll see what happens. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Buck.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Hello. I'm good. What
happened? Did you see something drop?
Yeah.
What dropped?
No. D-Rock's title, sort of the strange. He's an anime boy. You have to know to know. If you know, you know. He's an anime boy. Yeah. We're spreading.
Under the shh.
We don't do that here, Buck. We don't do that.
Gotta hit the flex, D-Rock. Show him.
Nah, I don't want to. No flexing for me.
What's going on, Buck?
I don't want to break the camera.
Yeah, so.
Good to have you here. In the chat, we got Nas stopping by. Good to see you, buddy. We got Noble. We got Alan, Late Night. What's going on, guys? Borg. Who else we have here? We got Brendan. Good to see you. Nerf Me saying anime boys rise up. No, I think anime boys sit down. Take a break.
No. We standing up.
Take a break.
Hey, Nerf Me. He doesn't need a pistol, just to let you know that.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a pistol.
What's going on, nice guy?
Ambulance, but not for me.
So yeah, we're going to this is it. About 10 minutes left. We got the last day. What are we gonna see tonight, boys? Are you still with the Riddler, D-Rock? Are you still hoping for a Riddler?
Man, I hope so, but I'm not holding much faith out for that. But that would be awesome. I mean, that would be a highlight of the show for a lot of people.
Yeah. You don't think we're gonna get any more Marvel love?
Man, at least one thing, right? You would think we get something. But
we got Ghost Rider. Other than that, nothing.
I thought of Sue Storm, but at this point, I think the only thing else Marvel we're gonna get is an art print. I think we're getting another Marvel art print.
If it's Spider-Man, I might be fine with that.
No, it's okay.
You DC guys, don't be greedy. How many reveals you got already?
I want Spider-Man. Yeah, you're not wrong. I want Spider-Man Rogues. Let's start hitting out the.
Yeah, okay, that would be good.
HR, bring out the Snickers for John. HR, bring out the Snickers for John.
McFly, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We got Jarhead stopping by. What's going on, Jarhead?
What's up, guys?
How's everything going?
Not too bad. Sorry I'm late. my wife's home on lunch, so I had to spend some time with her real fast.
Wow.
Bruce Wayne.
I forgive you. Yeah, exactly. How have you been following the Sideshow Con?
yeah. I've been
How's-
actually watching all the others too, like the PCS and all the other announcements too.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of y'all caught some of the stuff, but some of the stuff
Yeah.
looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the SDCC stuff is the reveals have been great. You almost feel like Sideshow not being there didn't even really you don't miss their presence. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even the biggest announcement for me, at least, wasn't even a Sideshow piece. It was a PCS piece. So
Yeah. How about on the Sideshow front? Anything get you excited about anything? You know, we saw the Ghost Rider. We saw the DC
definitely the
stuff.
Ghost Rider. Definitely the Ghost Rider. I love that piece. I like the energy about it. I like the switch out head. So I'm probably gonna end up picking that up. And then of course the art pieces that they announced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that secondary portrait is stunning by Daniel Bell. That's my favorite. Daniel Bell, yeah, he did the portrait.
I didn't even know he did it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
well done. What's going on, Jelena, Cab? We have another person joining us today as well. Mark. He's with Sideshow, so he's gonna take a few minutes.
Oh no!
He doesn't come in early. He starts right on time.
Kick that guy!
Oh,
He's
Buck
blaspheming. He's
Buck
blaspheming.
There he is. What's going on, Michael? What's going on, man?
Oh no!
Kyle,
Yeah.
Kyle's saying,
Yeah,
"What's up, guys? Yeah, they're going to show an Avengers art print today for sure. On day one, I saw it in a thumbnail under coming soon section, but since then it's been taken down. Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
Did not see that.
Good to see you, Kyle. Jaden, what's going on, guys? Yeah, and there was something Batman. There were I put it in the group. There was that coming soon, and there was another Batman piece as well. So maybe that's what we're going to see today. Louis, how's it going?
The car battery boys are trying to beef with the anime boys, but you can't. You can't. We're gonna stay on top. Get that Transformer lover out of here.
We're going to take this anime boy thing behind the barn and
Let
Put
the
it to
hate
an
flow,
end.
Buck. Let it out.
put it into it.
Oh man.
Mark, why is Shark just asked?
I love sharks, man. It's Shark Week too, Cash.
Damn, Shark. Damn,
Shark,
Cash.
Shark Week, boys.
Oh, sorry. Shout out Bruce, man. Shout out Bruce.
Discovery,
Jaws
Discovery
is my
Channel.
favorite movie too. So,
Never seen it.
oh my God, I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Good riddance.
Michael saying Bayformers. Yeah, we're
Hell yeah, Michael. We got a smart one in the chat here.
5 minutes, so that countdown should be starting soon. Yeah, sad for it to end. I think so far, regardless of what happened yesterday, I think it's been a major improvement from Sideshow. And you can see some notes where they've listened. They listen to the feedback. They cut down the days, right? It's not the full 7 days.
Do you think that's because they don't have much to show, or because
No.
yeah?
They didn't have much to show last year, man. They had less last year than they did. They stretched what they had last year.
Yeah, you're right.
The years before that, though, it seemed like they always had more statues, like that they were coming out with. It seemed like, before COVID hit, it always seemed like they was like always had
There's
at least
a lot of statues.
Almost 10 statues they would show at the con, and now it just seems like 1 or 2 here and there.
Yeah, and like in recent years, they've been relying on third-party companies to show their stuff.
What's going on, Ao? Jesse, thanks for stopping by, man. Oh yeah, back in the day in the SDCC, that whole podium, their whole setup was new statues. Them and Hot Toys. Yeah. But regardless, at least it's a step in the right direction. We didn't just get art prints. I think we got a healthy mix.
A side note, for it to be this time of the day, we got a pretty good looking panel, man. This is pretty nice.
Some of us are better
That's how we
looking than
do it.
others. Just throwing that out there.
Jeez.
What
is it?
Making me
The good, the
blush.
bad, and the ugly.
Jesus.
But I
That
get what you mean.
shark's looking pretty good there. Beefy.
That's a majestic shark right there.
Have you guys watched like the names in the chat though during Sideshow Con? Like you're like, I don't know any of these people.
Yeah, dude.
And
a lot.
it's kind of like you realize that like statues is not Sideshow's core audience anymore. It's like the 1/6.
Hot toys.
Hot
Exactly.
toys. Yeah.
And you see guys like geeking out, like, man, that figure is awesome. It's like we're not their focus audience. You know what I mean? Like statues.
Nah.
Like
We're
they're
niche.
into, yeah, exactly. They are into figures and smaller end stuff.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably because because probably statues is their bread and butter. I would say because for that they get to take all the profit, right? The figures is mostly just hot toys, and that's not they don't own that company.
Yeah. But even McFarlane talked about it. He was saying it's just people buying stuff with the price points. I mean, for like their value. I think that's what it's about as well.
I think for sure they get more traffic to their channel due to hot toys. And I had mentioned the other day, like I ventured in some of those hot toys groups, man. If you think we get intense in these statue groups, those dudes, like I felt like I was gonna get cut, man. I was like, they are serious.
Hot toys is a different breed.
I was actually talking about that today, and somebody was telling me that he started off in hot toys, and it was just when they hate something, it's like they like collectively hate on it, and it's like just like this big massive wave of just hate for a statue. And it's like he said we're comparatively we're more, what do you say, civil about our hate, I guess.
Both have toxicity, but the 6 scale end, there's how does casual say it? There's a lot of hate there. Play that hate clip. Where's Rashid when you need him?
Flow through you.
I think hot toys is just more accessible for a lot of people because on average sometimes you can get 4 to 8 hot toys for the price of one statue. So if you're into lines, you can get a whole line for what you would spend on one statue. Precisely. So I think that's
how much does a hot toy? How much does a hot toy usually run?
Nowadays, you're looking 250 to 365 roughly on the higher end.
And like they'll never be wildly expensive to ship because the boxes are so small.
Yeah, they ship and be like $25.
Yeah,
it's like an Amazon package.
Yeah.
Maxigorn, what's going on, buddy? He asked a quick question. We got about a minute before we start. So guys, now that we are at the last day of Sideshow Con, did they make the right move to skip SDCC?
Probably
I think
financially.
So. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think they should have still showed up. I think there's a lot of collectors that still look forward to having them show their products at a physical location, not just have one YouTuber go over there and show a booth tour. So
Vision.
But the problem, Jarhead, like they only had like 3 statues, I think, that they unveiled this year.
That's
so far. So it's like that wouldn't even be a table.
So then why even have a show? They could have showed everything in one day probably if they really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying almost go like the Tweeterhead effect and don't do your own show or don't show up either.
Exactly. They've been doing CC for I don't know how many years, and now they don't want.
Well, they were the pioneers.
Yeah.
And I think it was Ant, some representative from PCS took some photos of people walking the con and stopping by his booth, and just their faces, the excitement and everything was really cool.
Come on, day 4.
We're not gonna get anything.
So excited to see you here.
Captain Marvel with the hat with the cat.
So negative already, Buck.
I had an epiphany. I'll tell you after the show.
That's how them anime boys are, Jarhead. There's negativity.
Maxigorn likes this better than the SDCC. Oh, he's like me. He's from Canada, so
We've been so
I
excited
agree.
for so many of you
Yeah.
joining us throughout the week
Yeah.
because every day this show has been different.
If they
Now,
can
if
save
you're
money
just
and
joining us
put
for
it into
Sideshow Con
the
and
product
wonder
and
who
R&D
exactly
and stuff
is
like that, then yeah, I
Sideshow?
prefer
Well,
this. But
Sideshow, we have been
But do you
around
think
for
that's what they do?
29 years and are a
well,
leader in
so
pop
far the
culture
show's been
creations.
much better
We
than
work
previous
with
years, so I'm going to try to think
comic
positive
book
and say, yeah,
creators, the
sure.
novelists,
Yeah, I mean
the
it has
film
been. I mean
makers,
that,
the
that first day
actors,
and the second day
everyone
was
to
really
give
good. I
you
think.
those
Yeah.
items that you're
Let's see. Let's not
most
put the
excited
cart before
about,
the
and we give
horse.
it to you
I think it's
all
going to
the
depend
time.
on today.
Yes, and we have so many different formats, so many different manufacturers we've partnered with to
Come on,
distribute,
Bishop.
so you can really find all of your favorite characters here in one place. 'Cause we
Starting
want
off
to
with
connect you
somebody
characters in the
represented
worlds
by
that
Brie
you
Larson
love.
isn't the.
Now, Sideshow
You
Con
know,
has
I'm not
been
even gonna
going
do
on
that.
all week long, but if you're just tuning in
I'm gonna
again,
be like you,
haven't
John, and
missed
stay
any of the
positive.
fun.
I'm not
We've got
gonna
lots of
like
stuff
This
go
guy's
over
going
to the
on.
hatred
And
with
let's
Buck.
actually quickly take
This
a
dude's
Hey, yo,
name is
said, did you guys see
John.
CC and
during the
Casual
summer convention,
in
we're showing you
BSC's
all of the
PCS
latest
video? No,
news,
I
and
didn't
we've
see
had
it.
3 other
It's
days
No, I haven't
of
watched that one
reveals,
yet.
including pieces like the Daniel Arsham
Damn.
collection. This is our
That's a
crystallized
funny
relics,
name, Aya.
taking you through an incredible series with him, kind of exploring an
That looks so
atypical,
good.
future relic style. We've had new premium format reveals as
You
well.
heard me
including
from
Ghost
at the
Rider
beginning,
premium
right? We're
format
not
coming
gonna see
soon to
anything.
Sideshow's website.
What's going on, Optimus?
And we got to see the entire team of the Guardians of the Galaxy finally now in their comic accurate suits from Hot Toys.
We saw a
This
lot
setup
of
was
Hot
cool.
Toys reveals this week. We also got to see some cult classics from Premium Collectibles Studio. These are 2
And confirmed they're going to be
Ghostbusters.
tweaking these as
You
well,
see all of
the
those incredible
portraits.
accessories and effects
So,
that they come
and
with.
they'll both
those
come with
Detailed
a
proton
Slimer
packs.
option.
It's pretty awesome.
Do they light
This
up?
one's
And
so
this
good.
one
I think
right
so,
here
yeah.
is a
So
new
good.
premium format
Poison
by
Ivy.
Sideshow. The Poison
I
Ivy.
actually like the
They did
skin
a side by
tone
This one, Amy,
better than
is
the green one.
Collector's edition.
I agree.
Collector's
Flesh
edition.
tone.
Did you guys
That-
see someone do
as far
side
as
to
I know,
side
and we
with
have to
the
ask in the
green
chat, is it still
ivy and
available?
then
Yes, this
the
is still available
prime
to
one
pre-order on our
hush
website,
green
but we
ivy?
did also
And I had
debut
to
an
admit, like,
exclusive green variant, which was
I can't
highly
believe I'm
limited,
saying
limited
this.
edition
Not the
size of
overall
only
statue, but the
200
portrait.
pieces, and that
This
is already
Sideshow portrait
waitlisted.
looked a
Why
little
you
better
wanna
than
be
that.
registered.
And yesterday
than the
we got
Prime
to
One
celebrate
portrait.
Thursday
I
incredible
posted
I'll,
that
I'll,
in
I'll
the
say
group.
I'll say it for you,
Piggy.
Piggy.
But we
The
unveiled
Sideshow
our
statue's
entire
better than that Prime
collection
one.
alongside Vox
Sideshow boys, we got them on the hook.
and you can
The
find
portrait.
Reel them in.
Oh no, no, no! I'm
The
talking
whole
about the
statue, my
no,
buddy.
no,
We've even
no.
got
The
I'm
whole
talking about
statue's better.
the Ivy Hush, not the new one that's coming out.
Oh, I know which one you're talking
Fashion.
about.
So we're all the way up through
Yeah.
last night's episode of
Okay,
Cryptozoic.
Jarhead, you're
If you
crazy.
tuned in live.
It's
How
still
well
better.
we know you two did.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
overall is
Thursday,
better,
and
but I
we're
gotta give it to the
celebrating a
portrait.
week
That portrait
over
looked
on
a
Friday.
little bit, a lot better.
Is
The price point is what makes it attractive, in my
You know what?
opinion.
Let's tell everybody how a day at Sideshow Con goes.
We know how it goes because we've
Hey,
been
Buck.
watching for 4 days already.
We started today
Hey,
with
Buck,
our
how many of
9
those
a.m.
Vox
morning show,
Machinas are you gonna buy?
I got clicked off the screen. I'm actually looking somewhere else now.
Wow, let's look somewhere else too. See you, Buck. Have fun.
I'll be back, see, when they get off that shit.
Buck's putting in a PO for that gold freezer.
Like I was saying, so far I think they're doing well. So we'll see. Besides
What is-
yesterday wasn't really fun. It was cool hanging out with you guys, but if I was someone who actually like took time out of the day to watch it and was kind of excited for it, I think it was a little bit of a letdown. I appreciated looking at the Legacy collection, the Clint Eastwood Legacy collection, but it just wasn't. It just wasn't. We saw them already, right? There wasn't anything different.
2 p.m. we have our podium show.
Did
And
we
that
already
was
go
something
over
new
who,
that
like,
we've created
what favorite
here
statue
in the
everybody
studio.
thought,
There are
like,
going to
was
be
their favorite of the
pieces
week?
you'll see in there today that Amy, you and I haven't even shown off. yet.
Mine was the
So
Ivy,
that's
hands
going to be
down.
your only opportunity to get a quick peek at.
I like
I'd
that
have
Gotham
to
by
agree.
Gaslight personally.
Yes,
That was your favorite reveal?
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Exactly. And you can interact
I would say the
with
Deathstroke.
our moderators
That's
in
true.
the
That
chat. And
Deathstroke
that's
was
gonna be
nice.
in the Let Your Geek Sideshow
I had a couple
group,
people
as well as
just
on the social
messaging me
network
about
app.
that Ghost Rider. A lot of people loved that Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
That was the only Marvel piece that they showed, right? Everything else was DC.
Was Flesh Stone Ivy for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The Flesh Stone Ivy book.
Yeah, for me, that's the one. That's my favorite of the show.
I love the
Yeah.
paint apps on that. It looks really good.
And mine was the green. That was my favorite so far.
Green was my favorite, but I think my favorite piece is the ECC Ape Sapien 1/3 scale. But
Ooh,
I don't like the price on that one.
How much is it?
I'm sure it's probably like 3.
Did you guys get a chance to see the PCS Storm?
listed
Yeah, it looks good.
immediately, and
The video they actually did of it makes
the
me
internet lit up of
kind
gosh
of,
darn it,
because I didn't
A lot
like it
better.
at first.
Looks a lot nicer than the
It
photos
looks
that we saw.
nicer,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yes, Peter Parker
I
is
saw her
going to be
standing
given away
next to
exclusively in the
that
Sideshow
museum
Social
Blade,
Network app, and then there will
and that looked
also
pretty
be an
dope
exclusive
in
giveaway
person.
for the
But
Miles Morales. These are the hot
from
toys
from
the new PS5
SDCC,
Spider-Man 2
the most
game,
thing, the thing that I
some
saw
new
that got
trailers
me
for
most
that just
hype
came
was
out
the
this week, and
Candyman.
I'm so excited.
It's absolutely
Candyman's
spectacular.
good, too.
I'm looking forward to it, and I know there are many people who missed out.
So I think
and
these
are
were the
now
hot toys they're talking about.
Now
The
is your
Spider-Man
opportunity
figures from the
to
game.
win these
That
pieces.
that flew.
Yes,
They
so
put
you'll
them
have
out
an
and they
opportunity
flew.
to enter for a chance to win.
They
If you
were
are
limited. I think
registered
only
or if you're
Sideshow
in
was
that
only getting
group, you
500
might
of them.
wanna make sure you do both just to increase your odds there. But side.show/con, you can find all that information, and we will be giving away again those Sideshow Con exclusives, including those Hot Toys pieces. So that's really exciting.
That's a good giveaway.
Now, our show today, we should probably tell them a little bit about what we're going to do on our 11 o'clock show. First up, the first
Is
half
the
of
dread
our
building
show,
for you
we're gonna be
guys?
doing a lot
You're
of
starting to
brand
realize
new
that nothing.
items that you have
How dare
not
you.
seen yet, and an opportunity
Just
to
like
register
they've
I'll
told us
I'll-
twice already.
those items
I'll
when they come.
explain why there's
Yes,
nothing
we will
new at
have
the end.
RSVP for the ones that are not yet live
least
on
why
our
I
site,
think
but we
it
do have a
is.
couple pieces that are launching for pre-order today, so you're going to want
There
to
you
pay
go.
attention.
Ooh.
Got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and then
You heard her. She said a lot of cool stuff coming up. That's a promise.
Want to just get some stuff now, take
hit
some
you
advantage
with that,
of some
Modok.
deals
Now, of
at
course, some
Sideshow
people will
Con.
take
We
that.
have
Cool to
amazing
who?
deals, limited deals,
Yeah.
and some
She's telling me
warehouse
cool,
finds
so it
returning,
should be cool to me.
on in-stock
Fuck
items.
Machina.
Exactly. If you're new to the
Modok.
thing and you're
I
not
think the
sure
best
what
piece
exactly
they
all
showed
this
yesterday
means, what
was
are they
that Clint
talking about?
Eastwood
Limited
premium
deals
format.
means
Hell yeah.
you're going to
Oh,
have
yeah.
a very small window to get really unique pieces at a great deal,
Yes, we will
but
have.
only a limited number.
Yes, we will have some in-stock deals that are great discounts on pieces that you may love and want for your collection, and so you'll want to jump on those because we only have a limited number of those available to claim. So maybe there'll be 3.
Alan's
or
like,
5
she means art
available
prints.
At that discount price, and if you miss out, then you miss out.
And now a warehouse find means that
Oh, God,
Amy
here we
and
go.
I have
Warehouse
gone,
finds.
put on
It's
the
gonna be the
cap,
rest of
big
that
lights,
chalk
and
collection
snuck around
from
the
the
warehouse, found very
C3PO.
unique items that are long sold out. There's sometimes one,
Chalk
two,
Vader.
only a few of these items, and this
The
is going
chalk
to be your
Jar Jar
chance
Binks.
to fill your collection with a long sold out item.
Yes, and I know that we've got even more surprises and the return of a few other
Yes,
favorites.
for those of
I thought-
you who
I thought they
are
did this
joining
towards the
us
end of
for
the show.
day 4 and have been following along,
The
you
show
know
is
that
ended.
I
No, they're
have
just
some
explaining.
pieces that I love
Oh, they're
this
just
segment
explaining,
called
okay.
They're explaining
I
it,
really
yeah.
couldn't
I
tell.
thought they were already doing more of the
Your
warehouse
names
finds. I was like, wait a minute.
So yes,
Every day.
I brought it back
They'll
today.
repeat it
We're
in
going to
the
tell you a
recap
little
at
bit
the
more
end.
about that when we get to our deals segment in the second half of today's show.
Chalk
Yes,
Ewoks.
so you guys are going to want to stay tuned through the whole thing because, again, we might be at the end
Come
of
on,
the week
guys.
for Sideshow
She's
Con,
making
but things
promises.
are
We're
still
gonna want to stay.
listening
She's
here.
telling Jonathan,
So
you're gonna want to
a
stay.
look at that
So let's
first
see.
Reveal.
Don't
We've
get
got
my
an
hopes
amazing
up.
collaboration
It's
with
gonna
the
be a
artist
Hot Toys
Necro13,
album.
who we've had the privilege of
Who's
doing
this?
a number of two-dimensional artwork
Oh,
pieces
it's-
with.
there
now
it goes.
We've taken his style into the realm of 3D, and we're going to take a closer look at the Gotham City's shadow. Fine
This
art
is the
bust by
Batman.
Necro.
This is the one that wasn't shown yet, I think.
The designer toy.
Cash, remember? Yeah,
I
this
knew
is
it was a designer toy.
Oh, Cash. Remember the thing I sent? This is it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm turning to dark to Buck side. Anime boys, assemble.
Oh man.
This is because Buck cast the shadow of hate over the whole.
No,
thing.
I'll tell you why this is what we're getting
Now,
later.
this is such a cool and unique piece. And
Just
again,
waiting
as
for
I said,
some
we've had the
more,
privilege of working with
Chalk
Necro13 for some
Vaders.
incredible representations, both of Batman and some xenomorphs, and all throughout our art print program.
It's
different.
This is the first
What
time
the
that they're
hell?
bringing this work to 3D, and
Is that like
what
half
a
scale?
challenge and incredible realization this is.
Exactly.
Oh.
Even if you have seen this two-dimensional piece, three-dimension changes the entire
Oh, I remember
game.
the art print for
And
this
let's take a
actually.
look at what we mean
Yeah.
by that. When I spin this around, this is the first time we've seen it in profile.
I appreciate
which
it.
means
It's different,
that
that's for sure.
Necro13 has gone and created basically a whole
Is
nother
this
print.
the same company that
whole
did the
nother artwork
Boba
to
Fett?
Finish that back half.
Yes,
I think it's Sideshow that made this. They based it off the guy they're talking about, his art print.
Fine art bust
Okay.
by Necro13, and
The
this
back
I
of it's
love
dope.
that title because it
Yeah,
really
the
does
spine.
play into the artist's style. He is a self-described digital alchemist.
Maybe that's what they meant by
He loves
xenomorph.
excelling in the work of architecture and really creating,
Taco Bell.
especially Gothic works. And what better Gothic work to utilize than
What?
Gotham City as an entire canvas?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if we spin around back to the back there again, I told you, he's had to create
Never before seen.
the
Oh,
exposed
you heard it here,
spine
people. First
there on the
on
back is
YouTube.
really a unique take on that.
Yes, and there's a
I
lot
kinda-
of amazing
that spine is
storytelling throughout
different.
this. It kind of shows the ways in
You know,
which Batman and
technically,
Gotham
Jam
have
Mitt already
built
showed the
each
statue.
other. I mean, Gotham is
So-
Batman's city,
Yeah,
but Batman
sure.
Oh,
is
wow.
forged by the shadows of Gotham. And there are so many, you know,
Did he? I
beautiful
didn't watch any of the
architectural
content yet.
designs. You've got the colonnade
Yeah, that
here,
booth
you've
tour
got
or
those
whatever.
kind of
Yeah, I
flying
guess he already showed
buttresses
this.
in the Gothic style. This is over 20 inches
Who's
tall.
gonna buy
It's
this?
a representation of Batman's cowl, but you're also getting
I only
the
saw
bat symbol on the
casual
chest,
footage
which I
of
love.
Prep
is
time,
making it
boys.
almost like
So
a
far.
cathedral window with the stained glass.
Exactly.
Hear that,
There's
John?
so
Are you
much
gonna
going
buy
on.
this?
Where's
Aren't
the
you
prep
excited?
time
I
boys
lucked out
in the
and
More
chat?
Batman.
Our 2D.
Would I
saw
buy this?
in our new
Yeah.
It's a different piece of art. I don't know. Whatever,
print.
depending on the
And it's
price point.
beautiful, but
This
you
is
see
too
in
artsy
3D
for
now,
John.
it's-
No
Is,
way.
is that what we call them now? Prep time
Yes,
boys?
there is an
Yeah, the
exclusive,
prep time boys.
I appreciate this for
convention
sure.
exclusive variant
I like
of
it,
the
but
original
so
print,
you know how when you
done
have
in a
like
brushed
those big
aluminum
black
format,
wrought
so not
iron
just our
gates,
HD
and
aluminum, but this
sometimes
is a
they're the
brushed aluminum
lions or
material,
the
which was only
gargoyles.
done for a
This
few
looks like it
art
would be
prints.
sitting
That
out
is
there
highly
like
limited
on a
edition,
big
and I know
fancy
that this
gate,
bust
like
piece
in
will
between the
also
two
be
doors or
highly
something like
limited
that.
edition. But
An
just all of those
accessory to
details,
that.
there's even little bats
Yeah, I'd be
hidden
curious what the
throughout,
price
and
is.
the tops of the
Why am I
ear
drawing
points on the
blanks
cowl
on
are
the
those kind of
inspiration?
Gothic
This is
spires
French
to top. Again, very
Rococo
cathedral-like,
or
but very regal and very
Anthony the
intimidating,
Coco.
piece that just really
Oh my
encapsulates
God.
Batman and Gotham
Inglorious
City.
Can't
Bastards.
remember
You
this
guys
one.
did it.
It's a piece you get lost in. You're
Yes.
going to spend a lot of time staring, discussing, and talking about this.
Yes, because there's all of that new detail that was created.
I
for
wonder
this
if
dimensional
it,
collaboration. So we are so
if
excited
like
to
the
have
weight
both
and the
that
feel of it
and the,
is
exclusive
what you'd
print. You guys can
expect from
check
seeing
out
the picture.
fine
Because
art
sometimes
statue
with
at
busts, you feel like, okay, this has a wrought iron
and
feel,
we
it'll
are
have
just
some
so
weight,
excited to be able
and
to
you'll get it
continue
in
this
hand, and it'll
collaboration
feel
and
all
hope that it
flimsy
ignites
and
your
thin. And
imagination with all of the different
This is like
details that
gives me
has
samurai
built
vibes.
to that original artwork, which in itself
Do you have the
is
samurai line? The
two-dimensional,
XM samurai
absolutely
line?
mind-blowing.
I think this
You
would
know,
go
like
well in
a-
the collection.
Now, coming
It's
up
so
Personally.
crazy.
It's like a
How long
knight.
have they been
at
talking about
Cryptozoic
this?
and Kotobukiya, and they are some
Is
great
it?
Kotobuku?
three-dimensional pieces as well.
So let's take a look.
You guys still feeling hopeful?
Please stop.
I told you, more chalk.
I'm dwindling, slowly dwindling. This I don't like this Batman at all. Sorry.
It's more chalk. It's the chalk Batman to go with the chalk Star Wars.
Superman's different. It's fine. And Wonder
Dennis, I
Woman.
would guess around 300. At least that's my guess. I don't know. I can't really say. I never bought anything like that.
Oh, there's the silver variant. Cash that I posted that too. Forget it.
The Shoujo Garrett?
Thanks a lot, Buck.
Dennis says $1,000. No
Is
thanks.
Wow.
it really $1,000?
That's pretty high, I think.
I'd rather buy the Skeletor from
That sounds
Tweeterhead.
about
Right,
right.
so you got to see a preview of some amazing new statues and collectibles coming up from Cryptozoic
What?
and Kotobukiya. And here we have the Morrigan Bishojo
Wow,
variant
they're
from
literally
Darkstalkers.
shilling
This is a
PVC
Kotobukiya piece
figures.
in their
So
incredible
out of-
you guys,
out of-
you guys hopeful?
Now, this is
Out
of
of all
course
the
based on
out of all
artwork
those
of the artist
Cryptozoic
Shinya Yamashita, and
pieces
this
that
is a
you saw,
color
the
design variant
like white marble,
really captures the playfulness of this iconic fighting game character.
this is what they showed. They
You get
couldn't
to
have
see
shown
the
them.
really nice
Oh.
gradient in her hair. We've got that
There you
fun
go.
costume. And
Oh, these
all
are
of
cool.
the different textures they've got
The
going on to
Bishojo
recreate what
Kotobukiya
originally
line.
begins as like a pixelated character, and she's evolved over
This
the
looks
years.
better
of
than the
course,
Prime
design
1 one.
has. But one
Prime
of the
1 doesn't
standouts
have one
on
of
this
these.
are those
Yeah.
wings. She's got the
But
head
Buck,
wings
you only
and
said
the
it looked
back
cool
wings
when they hit that
with
certain
so much
angle.
texture and gloss.
That's when that's when you decided to like it.
They're kind
Was
of-
it- was that
perhaps you can see
Prime
it
1 or
there.
PCSS coming out?
PCS.
Oh, yeah,
Matte,
PCS is
slightly
the one.
gloss. So again, when you talked about those variants, you're seeing those glossy elements in the wings, in the outfit, in the boots. But then we get into that matte texture. In,
Imagine
2D
having to
stockings
talk
with,
up
the bats on
these
those.
products.
Another really cool
Like-
idea.
Yeah, and I love
Man.
also the texture on the inside
So when
and
it's time
outside
for their
of her
quarterly
wings is
review,
different.
you
So
know
we've
they're
got
gonna
that
bring this
outside
up.
that's
Like I
almost
went
like a
out there
leathery,
and
scaly,
filibustered for
and
like
then on the
17
inside, there's
minutes
that
on these
veiny
like
texture,
busted
again,
chalk
to
statues.
really give it that sense of creepiness, because Darkstalkers does have a lot of kind of horror elements to it, as beautiful
Yeah.
And
as
hologrammed Iron
some of
Man.
the characters are. And we've got that
For
nice.
free.
I love this kind of pastel
Yeah.
colored base as well that really allows the saturation on her costume to pop here.
And the movement of the
Just
hair,
look at that
again, all of the-
saturation,
when you
Buck.
talked about that
Just
paint,
look at
This
it.
is where it really pops.
Buck's silent, so something's going right.
Variations. Guardians in that color.
I mean, I
Soon as,
must
soon
say,
as they showed that
And
angle,
as you
Buck
said,
was like,
it's a
I'm in.
variant. That's a lot of fun.
Yes, so that variant will
These
be coming
anime
soon to our
boys.
website. You can
Something's
RSVP
popping,
and
but not the
notified at
saturation.
side.show/con. Lots of fun. I love the Kotobukiya Bishojo
caked
line.
up.
I've got a lot of their superhero representations, but as you can see, they've done, video game characters, and they've also done horror characters. Now, we're going to take it to something that's a little less cutesy, but still in the realm of horror, so prepare
Here's
yourself.
your
for the
xenomorph.
shock. We've got an
Xenomorph
upcoming
cache. Here we
reveal for
go.
this new Sideshow
Here we go,
product that
boy.
can't wait
Here
to
you go. Upcoming
new
reveal. Here you
Sideshow
go.
product. Wow.
There it is.
Oh, this
Rice.
seems racial.
That's the product, rice.
Oh, it's
Oh,
maggots.
maggot.
Maggot.
Lost Boys.
Yo,
It's a figure.
Called it.
Okay.
Yes.
hold on, because I'm a huge Lost Boys fan.
David from the Lost Boys.
And
That
that
don't
looks
even
like,
him.
I think it resembles Kiefer Sutherland.
The presentation is done well. I'll tell you that. The production is done well.
Man, I watched this movie to the
Guys, we
VHS.
are
man.
back here with Sideshow's David 6-scale figure from the Lost
Oh, boy.
Boys.
Oh, look at that
video
fake
was
excitement
fabulous,
on
but really
his
unappetizing.
face.
Well, I don't know.
So Prime One's
Just
went to doing
noodles.
quarter scale, and
Just
Sideshow now
noodles.
only wants to
And
show 6 scale.
Speaking of just noodles, we want to show you
Everybody's just working
some
down the
of
ladder.
things that come
Damn.
with this figure.
I wonder if they're
Right over
doing a
here,
whole
we're
line
gonna
of
see
these
the
Lost Boys.
swap out
I just
port.
don't understand how they're going to compete
That
with Hot
bottle
Toys.
is
Just
very
Yeah,
important.
Joey
Hopefully
Feldman
I'm not,
Chris
giving you any
not only Hot
You know
Toys,
what?
but the custom market as well that's done these figures
I hope
already.
you know what it is, but the noodles are very
I think they're trying to
important,
cash
and
in.
there
I found
are
out when I was getting
separate
those Nika Ninja
takeout
Turtles
containers
and Gremlins.
there as
Man,
well.
Nika's
Yes, and I believe he will
huge.
come
Like
with
their
swap out
following
hands,
is
including chopstick
insane,
holding
and they
hands. We
probably
don't have
maybe want a
everything
little
here on
bit of that
display,
now.
but you guys are getting the first look at this amazing prototype. Let's take a look at David himself. This is from Sideshow's 6-scale figure line, so you can see all of the beautiful cut and sew. But we have our roots in horror here at
What's going on,
Sideshow,
Badfish?
and the team here
Oh,
is so
what?
excited to be
What's
able
happening?
to realize this.
Hey guys, we got
figure
58.
and
That
to
means
make
58
kind of the
people are watching with
ultimate
us instead of
version
Sideshow.
of
Hey, that's a
David. So
win
we're gonna
for
get a
me.
lot
Okay,
of
Don't worry,
that's a win.
guys.
That's a win in my
We've got,
heart.
of course, that
They're just doing.
incredible
They're just prep
vampire
timing
portrait
or
with that
whatever.
likeness. And
They'll show us
my-
something
my
cool
I
eventually.
agree with
favorite part
Brendan
of
in the sense the
portrait, besides I
presentation.
love
He went ahead and
vampires,
said,
but, like,
credit where
the
it's
hair,
due. Didn't see that
all of
coming, and the
that
presentation
detail,
looks
all of that
solid.
spiked
But
mullet
Sideshow doesn't have a good
detail
track
is
record with
just
1/6 scale quality.
glorious.
And a little
definitely
note
would prefer
about
to
Can you
PF.
expand on that?
is
Like,
that, when this
and
Body
what
wise.
ways?
that
Like
was
like
what
the-
my hair looked like.
Yeah, the bodies,
Absolutely. This
loose
is
joints,
absolutely true. For any of you watching who
joints
grew
falling
up
out,
teenagers
falling
and knew when this film
apart
came out, I'm
after a
sure I
while.
took you to see it. This is the way it looked.
Did they
And
base it on you? Was it a true
no,
story?
Tailoring
I
looks
based
good,
my
but-
look on the movie, and now I get to have it in my home. It's like having hair all over again.
Let's not sugarcoat it.
But
Like,
so
come on.
much going on
This
with
is
that
just not.
outfit. Of course, there's that leather coat under it, and then that long coat.
Maggots.
So many different
You're eating
materials
maggots,
being
Michael.
used in this. Leather pants.
How many?
all the
How
Yeah,
many of
way
you
where-
guys have
like,
seen
where
this
is the Michael?
movie?
Boots with the
Why don't we have a Michael
Yes,
too? Why don't we
all
have a
the
couple
leather
characters?
elements are
Oh,
from
the
real
grandpa
materials, and we do also
You know, the
have all
grandpa
those
that
little
dressed through the
medals adorning
house?
his jacket.
Yeah.
There's lots of great
Yeah,
layers to this
This
costume.
movie had a lot of good
and
characters.
It's
Like,
fully
we
articulated,
just
so the
get one.
costume is made with the posing in mind. But not only that, as you got to see in that
It's a
video,
cult classic.
we've got a variety of accessories.
Yeah,
that'll
that's why I'm
allow
like,
you
give
to
us the
pose this
line,
in
like, where the
really
Corys?
unique ways, including those
Yeah,
bare
exactly.
feet for hanging upside
Frog
down.
Brothers.
Exactly. Now, of course, I was talking.
They got to
about
see
the
how well it
boots
sells
earlier,
first, and then
you see
if
he
it
has
does
the
well enough, they might
vampire
release
hands
some more
here.
stuff.
He's going to have swap out hands.
Man,
wearing
nostalgia
those
is something,
leather
because as
gloves,
soon as we
Amy
get off
talked
of this
about once for
live,
holding
I'm
the
gonna go watch Lost
chopsticks.
Boys.
He's going to have swap out vampire feet.
I still love that song
They're really
that played in that
disgusting. I've
movie.
seen them up close.
Thou
They've got those
shalt
nails.
not.
Perhaps
I
a
mean,
pedicure
Yeah.
is needed.
What's going on, Terry?
People are
amazing
strange.
detail, but like someone had to work on that very, very closely.
that was a lot of time somebody had to spend making vampire feet.
But again, one
Dude,
of the
when
things
the, when the
that team
grandpa
also spent a
drives
lot
through the
of
house
time
and he's
with
like, I
was
remember
making
what I
sure that
don't
they
like
could
about it out
recreate
here.
that
It's all the
upside-down
damn
bed.
vampires.
Damn
Yeah.
vampires.
All the
Extended,
damn vampires.
accessory, really, it's not a base, it's an
Jesse
upside-down
says,
base.
yeah, materials
It's
you.
an extension
This
of
is in
the
regards to the
stand,
Sideshow
so it
figures.
allows the traditional
Typically,
stand to be
the
even
materials
higher,
used for the
and
clothes
the
are lower
kind of
quality as well.
stalactite
A lot of them have QC issues like Wolverine's claws falling off.
So you'll
And the
put the
feet
figure
can
Oh,
hang
wow.
in there.
Exactly. You'll put the figure and connect it on there.
Dude,
Well,
speaking of
actually,
Wolverine's
Brendan said-
claws, I cut the crap out of myself on some real Wolverine's claws on the statue you
that
behind me.
because I would have said nope.
Hey, they're
but
always
they did.
trying to move it.
Wow.
What's
Are
the
they
one
metal?
behind you? The Sideshow?
I think they're metal.
am
Yeah, I
going
think
to
they're metal.
pre-register, and
It's
I'm
this
gonna get
Iron Kite
quantity
Studios
too.
up here. I don't know if you can see it.
Because I will not be
No,
Those
I
things
can't see
are
it.
Wonder
really
Woman
sharp.
stock. I mean,
Is he like
they're
next
always pushing
to
the limits
next
of
to the
what is
Magneto?
possible with these figures and to get an effect like that. And
No,
then
it's
one
right
of my
here.
favorite details that we got to see in
It's
the
right there.
video with that
You can just
effect
see
is
the
that
bottom of the
costuming
figure.
hangs loose and then
Up
is
here on the
subject
shelf.
to gravity. You know, a lot of characters, the costume is meant to be worn upright, but in
It's
this
that Age of
instance, you will
Apocalypse
have that
Wolverine.
opportunity to have a little bit of that gravity styling the costume with the upside down.
Cash, what are we
hanging,
thinking,
because,
Cash?
I mean, this guy doesn't care. He's here to party all night and sleep never.
It's absolutely fantastic.
You're on
I
mute.
cannot wait to sail off in the night
What's up?
with this guy here. So
So if you want to join the club too, you can
What
go
are you
to
thinking so far? No, we
side.show/David,
have hope.
RSVP to
No,
notify
that
them
Batman
when it
followed
goes
by
up for
this isn't
pre-order.
giving me hope.
And we're
Yeah.
getting some requests in the chat to show those
Let me
three
see how
different
much this
takeout
thing
boxes.
costs.
I said
You gotta
just
trust in your
please.
VP,
We're
Cash.
gonna get a
They're
close-up.
warming up.
We're gonna
Give
zoom
them
I
a
in
know what
now
I'm
chance.
to these containers.
Thou shalt not
Not
buy.
This is the selling feature and the Chinese food containers.
But they're three
Wow.
distinctive.
Oh,
Hey guys, I would display this in my
those are really
bathroom.
detailed.
If you know, you know.
I saw that.
Now I know I'm
Oh,
going to
he-
pre-order. I already
So they don't have his
I
price.
also
You
know
can only
the night
RSVP
that
for him.
this arrives, I will watch the movie and I will call.
We gotta
the
get that
local
guy some
Chinese
help,
takeout,
and I'm not even
and
trying
I
to
will
joke, but
immediately
like,
select
Coming
those
at you
items.
live from an attic in
Perfect.
Florida.
That's how I work.
That's how you got to do it. I
Oh,
mean, it's like,
man.
oh my god, I've never had a ritual for the
Flo-
night. You know,
the
the
attic
figure arrives,
was-
it's usually straight out of the box
Yeah,
for me.
it's-
But this
it's-
is, yeah,
it's
this
no
is a really
price,
special one,
RSVP
and we hope
only.
that you guys get that full experience with this piece too.
Exactly. Now we're going to switch from three-dimensional art to two-dimensional
Oh,
art.
Oh, I hate to hear
Talk
it.
about hang on the wall, and this is
I
something.
like how he looks to the camera to make sure, hey, is that okay? Yeah.
You know
He
what's
looks to the
hilarious?
side.
Yeah,
That
you
joke
guys
okay?
still wanted to have a little hope. You still wanted to believe. Your faith crushed now?
We're gonna still get a line of Spider-Man rogues. I'm telling you,
You
it's coming.
sound so happy, Buck. You sound so
not
happy
happy.
about that. You sound
No,
ridiculously happy. You even got a big ass smile.
At the end of yesterday's show, I told everyone I'm not gonna get my hopes up, and I'm being rewarded for my lack of faith.
This actually looks good.
So this-
I'm not gonna lie.
This is what that
I
bust
wouldn't
is
buy it,
based
though.
on, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
a
why
good
didn't they do a
comparison.
portrait in it? Why did they leave it empty? I feel like it would look better with a portrait and eyes. Not bust. They're just a cowl.
Oh man.
So they're already showing. They're showing prints they've already showed before.
I'm with Jesse. I thought we would have seen a Dazzler PF.
Oh, Jesse by Sweet
I
Summer
think
Child.
after yesterday's broadcast, they probably were like, "Guy, you did great, but smile more, face the camera, keep the momentum going."
This action-packed illustration shows the wandering warrior in a moment of pause.
Guy is like the ultimate
Logan is surrounded by shadowy
corporate
warriors,
guy.
each seeking
Like,
to defeat the
Yeah,
adamantium
I don't know.
infused
I don't know
cyber.
how he does
But
it.
the ferocious
Like-
mutant has strengths they could never dream of. His
Tied
claws,
his bones
his
to it.
rage,
That's why he still has his job.
grew a muscle.
What is it with
Right.
newer Wolverine are
And
only
more
wanting to
fine
show
art
one
pieces
hand
to
with
your
claws?
collection. Follow the link below.
I don't know.
It's like a constant thing now. It's like,
Oh.
Scott Campbell with color by Sabine Rich. This colorful composition features
Yeah.
the retro roster ready to tackle
That
any
cap's
nefarious
a little
villain who
weird.
dare to challenge these mighty
Yeah.
heroes. Originally created as a
Thor
variant
looks
cover
good.
for Avengers Assemble Alpha 1 from Marvel
Actually,
Comics,
Elena's
this
right.
print
They
is
didn't
now
show
available in a
Spider-Man
high-energy
Noir, but it was
print
on
format for
display.
fans. Each print is hand-signed by J. Scott Campbell himself and features a Sideshow seal of authenticity as part of this
Optimus
limited
wants. I think he's like you,
edition
Cash. He
of
wants that
150
Red Sonja print.
pieces.
Yeah,
Assemble
but
the
when they gonna
action
give
for
us an
yourself
actual
and bring
statue?
home
It's
the
been too
Avengers
long.
by artist J. Scott Campbell.
We need a
getting a
Vampy and
print.
a
Sideshow
Red
and Alex
Sonja.
Ross art
Yeah,
comes
see the
to
Alex
action.
Ross stuff I
10th
like.
Anniversary tribute, fine art lithograph.
Jarhead, you got this coming?
Exciting and
Yeah, I
oversized
got this on
print pays
pre-order.
This
homage
isn't
to
even
the
new.
1991
They didn't-
relaunch of the X-Men, written by Chris
none of the art
Claremont
prints are
and
new.
drawn by Jim
X-Men?
Lee and Scott Williams, based on a series of 4 connecting comic
Whoa.
book covers. The
X-Men,
illustration features
X-Men,
13 characters in
No,
all.
this
as Professor
comic
Xavier
book
and
is
his
actually
top
what got me
students take on the
into
villainous Magneto.
reading comics.
The X-Men 60th
Personally,
anniversary tribute
I had to
includes
get this
fan
art
favorite
print.
heroes like
Oh
Storm, Rogue,
man,
Gambit.
Are you picked this up, Dryad?
Cyclops,
I
Yeah.
almost saw the
all
show with
leaping into
Jim Lee
action
hates.
using their
Don't worry.
incredible mutant powers.
Oh, I know you won't.
Don't go there, Buck. Don't go there.
Alex Ross himself, and includes a certificate of authenticity as a part of the limited edition of 375
It's actually a
pieces.
nice
It's available
representation.
unframed in a custom framed presentation or on gallery wrapped canvas and finished with a matte black wood floating frame. However you choose to display them, these X-Men are ready to evolve your Marvel art collection.
Oh man.
All
Our
right,
will
so
to
we have
live is
another
slowly
incredible
being crushed.
opportunity
It's just getting, it keeps getting worse.
that we've got coming up.
What is
See
this?
that Batman Necro
Graffiti,
as well.
punk,
Now,
Wonder
My,
Woman.
My Hero Academia.
Totally
The
That's,
I'm
I
out
don't
of
know.
here.
We've
See you
got
guys.
this
saying that.
amazing
This is an
Wonder
anime.
Woman.
collaboration with artist Nina Yoon.
You
and
trying to
this is her
abandon
own
ship?
design. This is the Hype Girl
D-Rock
Wonder
already
Woman
left.
designer collectible. Now, this is Hype Girl. This is an
Is this supposed to be
We're all
Wonder
going-
Woman? What the fuck?
We're all
Yes.
going down this
Streetwear
Titanic
fashion
together, D-Rock.
and empowering female characters. And what better way to show
Remember
that
to
than
keep
with a
playing so
totally
the
inspired
captain.
I was
as
gonna
the
say,
captain
play the
says,
violin.
The captain
Yeah.
always has to go down with the ship. I'll be the last one here. It's fine.
already there at side.show
I'll just play the violin all the way down.
And she is
Oh,
strictly limited
Mac.
to an edition size of
Pee
only
on her
300
sock, Wonder
pieces.
Woman.
Only 300.
There are so many really fun details in here. I like.
By the way, was
that
somebody
the
just
shoes
singing
are
Pride of the
untied
X-Men
because
earlier?
she's just on the go.
Yeah.
There's
See?
no reason to.
Who was that?
But yet they still
Was
don't
me.
get drag on the floor.
Oh yeah, I still have that on tape.
Moving on.
Oh,
to
sick.
the
Still got
on
that on tape.
is I'm noticing
It's like
here
the two openings.
on
It's the
her
one
tube
that
side
Piggy
is
just
these
did, and
little
there's the other
dots of
one.
Yellow paint.
Yeah.
And then you look at the spray can.
They got the new
in
cartoon
her
coming
hand
out
and
too soon.
realize
I'm
that's
looking
her
forward.
testing the
Finally,
X-Men
it's been
97.
pushed back.
Does a really
Yeah, it's
cool
been pushed
thing
back like
to
3
making
times
sure that
though.
the
So
nozzle
hopefully
is
it'll
working.
it'll
I
actually
think that's
Do you know what his
really fun.
Do you know what
There
his
are
selling
so many
feature on this
great
piece was?
storytelling details
She
in this
tested the
piece,
can
and it was
on her
such an
sock.
awesome collaboration with Nina
That was
Yoon.
the
It was
selling
An
feature of
original
this piece.
two-dimensional
I thought it was
version
pee.
that we were
This
able
is
to
like bag
translate
lady
into
with
the
pee on her
in
sock,
her
Wonder
signature,
Woman.
signature style, excuse
Pee.
me. And yeah, she
So-
was focusing on subjects
So does this
of,
mean Sideshow like front loaded
female
their show
characters,
like the first
kind
2
of
Yeah,
days?
bro.
blending images
Yeah.
and pulling the
Yeah.
audience into
They
Well,
did it
we
because
still-
they didn't want to
She's really
intersect with
invested also in
SDCC.
popular culture, street
Yeah.
fashion, and this was a
I wonder if that's
perfect
what it is.
cross-section of all of that.
It's more
Now,
They
than
thought their
like-
this is
viewership
a
would be
mixed
down on the
media
last
piece.
days.
This does
Yeah.
have a custom
But it's
designed
not making
outfit,
people
not
wanna
only
come
the
back
Wonder
next
Woman
year.
inspired sculpt, but there is that amazing.
But look,
Yeah.
guys, she's got a
puffer
she's got a
jacket.
Batman
Yeah.
keychain.
Look
Don't
at
you want to buy
that.
this statue?
Fabric piece.
And it
Oh, that does
not
change
only
things a
does it
bit.
shine, but to
Right.
scale down.
It is a
it's all
plus.
you, buddy. It's all you.
Be able to scale
Is
It is a
anybody gonna
plus.
pick this up?
Salvation Army Messenger.
Nah.
Look at the
Nah.
It's up already for pre-order if anybody wants this.
Oh my
What's
god.
What's going on, 2K3?
How much
She's
is it?
anime, Buck,
No,
right?
there is a.
Sorry?
Is this an
No.
anime
No,
representation?
this is not anime. It isn't.
Rise up. Rise up.
It looks like a
Rise up,
Barbie.
Buck.
This is like a Barbie.
You love to
It's
hear
Is this
it.
more like Manway?
She borrowed those from Miles?
No.
Tie your shoes. You're gonna trip. That's just
Arise. Arise.
This is like those like Marvel like weird
I wish
looking.
I could have this jacket and then
Like-
I really feel bad for Amy and Guy
Stylized
because they're in a sticky situation where it's like they gotta hype this up and they know the backlash
This
that's
is
gonna
like-
come after this.
This is like they're trying to create a Funko Pop. They're like, instead of a big head, let's give her big feet.
I don't think there'll be
Yeah,
backlash.
yeah.
I think most
Yeah,
people
they're
should
coming
have
up with
known.
like, yeah.
You know, the content team here at Sideshow had
Buck,
the
what are you
I
privilege
feel
talking
like
of
about?
sitting down with
Guy is
Amy
doing a
and
good
having an
job
extended interview that
describing
you
the
can
stuff,
read
but you
all
can tell
about
in his
the
head
blog.
he's like,
You
I
can
want to
meet
knock
her a
all
little
this
bit more
extra
as
stuff
an
together.
artist and really find out her inspirations behind this piece. Some of the challenges, you know,
I guess-
From a
translate
production,
into
from
3D
just
and
a
3D.
just a
So that
production
is an
standpoint, I
awesome
can tell you
written
this:
interview that you can check
she
out
has so
after
much
the show, 'cause I wanna
dialogue
make sure
in
you
these
guys
shows
stay here for
that
all
he's
of
just
the
looking for
reveals.
his entry
But again,
point.
dropping this today.
Mhm.
we're
Yeah.
so
He's just
excited to
constantly
have this.
looking like, is
Hopefully
it my
you can
turn
catch
yet?
her,
Am I supposed to say
and
something?
get
Do I
her
look at
fit
camera?
and
Do I
her
look at you?
whole,
Should I
deal
butt
But she
in
just
here
talks and
or-
talks.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up,
I'm
is
fine with
some
that
more
since she's charismatic
three-dimensional art in
and
the
like,
sixth
but like,
scale. And this is
My
Yeah.
favorite
He's
skill.
engaging at
at
least.
3-0 and Asmus.
Well, I'm trying to
Take
figure out
a
how
look
much
at
she's
what
reading
they've
on
got coming
Telepuff
up.
and how much she's adding.
All
yeah.
of it.
When he-
He's reading all
When he
of
looks
it.
at her, yeah, well, see, when he looks at her at the end, it's like he's like,
Here
oh,
you
I
go,
thought I
Mark.
was coming in here. But she kept going.
Now,
This is for
now
Mark.
we're kicking it up.
He's
Oh,
looking at her.
man.
He's looking at her because she's reading his lines.
The car
3-0.
battery
Like, those are
boys.
my
The
lines.
car battery boys
RC?
need to get out of
Okay.
here, man.
Okay,
Hey,
Sideshow.
so I'm not gonna lie, I got that Bumblebee. I
Yeah.
ordered the Bumblebee, yeah.
Get him out of here.
Bring in the heat.
Actually, the Optimus doesn't look that bad
Oh, this is 3-0.
because it actually looks like kind of old school.
Are these 12 scale or 6 in
6.
terms of size?
Look
Pretty
at
close to
that.
Gen 1
Look at
looking.
that Bumblebee right there. Oh.
Oh, these aren't too bad.
I was doing a project and I needed a little small bumblebee, so
Megatron's cool.
How much would figures like this go for? Y'all know?
These look
Like
tiny,
100 and
probably
something.
200.
Oh, well, that might be
I'll tell you how
the
much
way
I
I get
paid.
my Transformers then.
They might have bumped up the price, but the last time I was.
Where's
Whoa.
Starscream?
Asmus is still doing Lord of the Rings? Wow.
This actually is kind of cool.
so
These
I paid.
are awful, but I like the anime.
Which anime was this?
Hey, I paid
Jujutsu
100.
Kaisen.
Jujutsu what?
I haven't
Megumi
watched that one yet.
Fushiguru.
I haven't seen that.
Is this a boy band?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
They're all
that
wearing the
Bumblebee,
same
I
uniform.
This
paid
is
a-
Nubara
it cost
Kugisaki. Hold the
Oh
salmon,
my
please.
God.
Hey Buck, you ever watch Pumpkin Scissors?
No.
It's pretty good. You should check it out.
I will check it out.
This is Satoru Gojo.
Satoru Gojo.
Satoru Gojo. Oh, he's like,
man.
You better get spicy mayo with that order.
There you go.
Oh, here we go.
We got to see some amazing Transformers pieces.
Oh,
from our
God,
friends
are you
at
kidding me?
3-0 and
Okay,
their
okay, this is the right direction
Let this-
though.
figures from Jujutsu
let this movie
Kaisen.
die,
We had
please.
Thranduil from the Lord of the Rings as well.
These are
There's
so
a lot of
pricey for
cool
what
stuff
they
here
are.
in
It's
Yeah, they
front of
are.
you, but now
This is the pure
we've
arts,
got a
right?
trio of
Yeah.
really cool, really iconic superheroes.
I'm sorry, but
Exactly. Now
if
we're
anybody
showing
buys
up
that
to the
cowl on the right,
1-1
we're no longer
scale.
friends.
Yes, and
Yeah,
these are
Yeah,
really
I
good
was
ones
about to
over
say,
at Pure Arts.
I didn't watch the movie yet, but to see my
my
beautiful Batman cowl massacred.
And we see
Oh, it looks worse on camera.
right
Don't
up
worry.
here in
Go
the
see it.
middle.
You'll see what I'm talking about.
We were very excited when we popped up in the trailer. We all lost our minds. The Michael.
Okay,
Keaton
Guy, this is your
Batman.
time to
And this
shine.
is that Michael
Show
Keaton
Amy.
Batman cowl.
What a
right
The
true
here.
cowl is
Batman
nice.
In the
is.
Flash film.
I like the
As seen
cowl.
in
The cowl's
Flash
nice.
film, which of course is a little
The
bit different.
Batman?
Now,
The Batman one, yeah.
There are two Flashes in the
Yes.
film, and so he's
Still
forced
think the,
to
Spoilers.
kind of make a second.
Those are like the
outfit,
best cowl
and that's
design
the
of
one
all the
closest
movies
to
so far.
Amy. Well,
Neck
looking
movement or
around,
no?
What am I going to make
Yeah.
my costume out of? He
The way
decides to
Buck
kind of
asked like the
trick out and
Batman, that
custom
means
put
he's
a
already
Batman's
forming
cowl,
his critique.
and that's
He's gonna be
featured
like,
right
no.
there. That's just
I held myself
They've done
back.
such an
I was
amazing
gonna
job
make a quip,
capturing
but
that detail because
I
you
held
really
myself
do
back.
have these the hastily
It'll
sewn
come
at
off,
the end.
ears here. We've got that all of the signature.
Oh
kind
my
of,
God, what happened to
scowl
his-
lines in the
You hate to
cowl
see it.
with that paint job that does still suggest
Why would they even make this one?
the original
My
black design
waifu.
underneath. You've got a
Oh,
highly
man.
metallic.
Hey, this is what
yellow
$300 million
element as well
gets
going
you.
across the back of the cowl, and then you've got that.
No,
Nice
it
guy.
doesn't.
The only
Flash
waifu for
logo
me
for
is
this
Red
kind of alternate
Sonja.
version of the Flash.
Sideshow
I think
doesn't
that's
wanna
one of my
make
favorite
one.
elements is the fact that he chose to.
You don't like
put
the
emblem
older
over
Red
the
Sonja?
other emblem.
Buck?
I like
Yes,
it.
and then we, of
I
course,
like
have
it.
the modern
I
version of
was
the
just
Flash,
hoping
much
if there was a
smoother
new
version
one
of the
because I'm
costume. We've got
waiting.
those
I don't want to
glossy
have more
reds,
than
the
one.
signature kind
If
of ear
I
bolts
thought there
as
would
well,
be a
and
new
then
one
the,
by now,
chest piece.
and
Now,
like
this
I might
will
like
have
it better.
a light up feature as well. If you've seen the
I
film,
think that's one of
or the
Sideshow's
trailers,
best portraits
you know
they've ever
that
did.
the
Is
kinetic
that one
energy
Red Sonja
builds up and
where
creates
she's
this
got the
incredible
axe
light effect,
kind
and
of
that's
like
gonna be
resting on her
throughout
shoulder.
the
She's got the
Mhm.
cowl.
as
That's
well.
Queen of
Yes, now,
Scavengers.
these trios
I had
are
that one.
not
Scavengers.
recommended for
I had that
wearing,
one
but they do have incredible
in like
matching display bases you can display
2019,
together in a collection or separately. And
but like
do
I
love the
sold
way
it
that the stand
along
is
with
designed
Breaker
so
of
that,
Brimstone.
you've got on that
Have
one, you
faith,
kind of
Optimus.
the-
Have
the-
faith.
The mouth of the cowl is open, and you've got all of these details here. And then this
Optimus
is kind of
has like the
Batman
best
armory setup.
screen
And we've
name
seen in the
ever.
past
I just-
at Sideshow Cons and conventions
1977.
past,
1977,
excel
the year
at
Star Wars
these
came out.
mask designs, these
Optimus.
cowls, these
Like George Michael says.
creations.
And he has a
Various art
Spider-Man
masks, and so
picture.
This is such a fun trio
Perfect.
to have, so you
Nobody's
can
gonna
choose
get
your
that.
favorite
So all those
version of
other
these characters from
transgressions are
across the
forgiven.
multiverse. And those can be found
freaking,
at Sideshow
Arrested
Con
Development.
Pure Arts, and I believe they're all already for
Ooh,
pre-order
what happened?
on
What
our
happened with
website, so if
Arrested
you wanna bring one
Development?
of those home today, you
John,
can
what did you
place
just say?
an order,
No, George
and
Michael,
you
the
can,
singer.
It's
He's
pretty
the
much
singer.
it'll be interesting to
Oh.
hopefully it's not.
Come on, Cash. You think he's seen that movie?
It's a show, but that's fine.
Another quick look at the premium
How dare you,
format
Mark.
figures by Sideshow.
Back kid, what's going on, buddy? Right on time. You got to. You missed stellar of a show. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Oh yeah.
Recap time.
This looks
That portrait's
beautiful, man.
amazing. Yeah,
I
that
like
portrait
it.
is amazing.
Come on, look at the base. Look at the base, Piggy. We can actually see the skulls in the front, not the back.
Yeah.
Come on.
But remember, we got the new Prime 1 at the end of the rainbow.
I shouldn't.
Yeah, I like
but
this
might
penguin.
just buy that.
I like this penguin a lot.
Eh.
Well, you're trying to We pretended to be one of the penguins. That's what it sounded like.
Aren't you getting the 1/3 from Prime One?
I haven't ordered anything yet. This would go with my 1/4
All
setup.
right, everybody. That
I
was
I like
a
both of
really
them.
awesome reveals, new collaborations with artists that Sideshow has had the privilege of working
What?
with, or
God
brand new
help me.
collaborations, new scales and formats, and some new.
Yeah, so anyway,
licenses.
Jarhead, you were
Now,
asking me how much that transformer was
our
earlier.
deals portion of the show for
All right,
people
guys,
who
Bumblebee
we
do.
lost
I
it.
love the DC
It was
Sorry.
we've had running
170
here for a
bucks.
little bit. Let's keep it
And I had
going
a,
with a giveaway.
yeah, and then I had like
Bam.
$50 in
Okay,
points,
this
so I
is from.
picked it
Let's
up
take
for
a
like
look at that. I
120.
love the bright colors. This
That's it for
is
reveals,
from
so-
the Urban Aztec line. And the
I hate seeing these
collaborations,
designer
have been
toys.
spectacular.
I know they have
Each
their
one
like
is
audience,
so
but I
unique,
hate seeing
so
them.
different.
So
And
much.
This looks like it would be on like some
that
beer,
kinda
some
has that
lethal beer
classic color
that like gets you
Oh,
tore up
man.
with one
black and yellow
little beer
hints of red,
label.
in there as well.
Yes, indeed. Let's get people entering for this piece
That's-
while we tell them a
that's
little
to
bit
Don,
more
dude.
about it. You're going to be in the social
Oh,
chats and
man.
use hashtag Urban Aztec.
This is why I like seeing
agree
Sideshow in
to enter
person
for-
at the
for your
cons,
chance to win
because you don't have to see
piece.
this
Remember
crap.
that. I agree.
The
with
filler.
agreeing
This
to
is
our
why I
chance
wait
to
until the
win.
videos are
Sign
done
up
so I
for
can
Sideshow
skip
/
through.
contest. Hashtag
No,
Urban
this is why they
Aztec
don't go
space.
in person,
I
is so that they don't have to
agree.
give you a
Now,
whole
Guy, you
booth
said
full of new
Yeah.
Jesse
stuff.
Hernandez's
Yep.
collaborations just
And
are
so that the
cool. Taking
anticipation that
classic
something you
characters.
want
We
might
gave
come up
away a few
will
Urban
allow
Aztec
them to
pieces
like
at the
market
beginning of this
dog.
week, but this is one of his takes on a DC hero.
market
It's not
this-
about-
Love, again, we're
It's not even
honoring
about
Batman
anything you
and the way
want.
that
I
he
don't
is
necessarily
Gotham.
need
This almost
them to
takes the
show
look of
anything
the
that I
ancient,
want,
Aztec and
because
Maya
I don't necessarily
culture and the
gonna pick up that
monsters
Ghost
and
Rider
the
or that
adornments in
Ivy.
buildings,
But the
and
fact that
paired
they're
with that
putting
Gotham
pieces to
gargoyle
market
style
of that
to create
quality,
a bat symbol,
that
Batman,
people are able to
who is
pick
also
up
a bat,
is-
And
Batman
within
bat.
your you're like a
Gotta
sphere of your
specify, but all
interest
of that
because it's
amazing
like
Exactly.
statue
And then you've
related.
also got that almost luchador-like
I
element.
guess
Exactly.
you gotta
with the
understand. I
back
guess
mask.
we're not the
There on
only
the
market
back of the
Sideshow's
cowl.
catering
Really
to.
just bringing so much
Unfortunately,
culture
I get
and
that
really giving
completely,
a
but I'm gonna
really
tell you
unique
something. I
take
really don't
to
think
that.
Yes, and now this is
I've
the
seen
full
these
color version.
little
This is the
gimmick
Batman
pieces
Designer Collection
on their site for
by,
years
uh,
without
Jesse
selling out.
Hernandez,
Yeah,
but
but
years.
we had
because
a
they don't have
Years.
yes,
color
they don't have
variant for
edition
those who wanted to
sizes.
take the gargoyle
They
style
do have
and
edition size. The
They
smaller
do?
ones, they're
stone
yeah,
color variant that
they
was
have
They should.
edition size.
exclusive
That
to
Wonder
Gotham.
Woman had an
I
edition
believe it's
size.
still available on our
Hey,
website.
Kelly,
Again, I
you put that in our
highly
chat,
recommend
not
limited
Sideshow.
edition,
Just
so
let
if
you
you're
know.
looking to bring home different versions, we do have that
Hang in there,
Yeah.
Kelly.
exclusive.
Kelly, I'm not giving anything away, Kelly.
And then he does it again.
Oh man,
Kelly,
wrong
you rock.
stream.
I'm telling you right now, Kelly, you rock.
This isn't the
Then-
first
then he
time
does it
you're
again.
tuning in. But we have deals now coming.
Drop a
Kelly,
like before
if you
go
want to do
over
the
to
giveaway,
screen.
So
I
the
appreciate
deals
you being
sell
here,
out
Kelly.
instantly as
Here
well.
you're more to hang out with us for the laughs.
What we're about
Because goodness, if you're watching Sideshow directly, it'd be you
you
gotta go head over to the Sideshow stream and use their chat.
Quickness is the name of the game.
Here, let me see if I
We've
can
got
link
some
it for you
limited
quick.
Deals, which are a limited quantity for a fabulous discount on pieces from Sideshow that are in stock now.
I just
We
don't
have
wanna
that
lose the
shipping
page,
right
huh?
to you for a Sideshow Con treat.
See,
But
I
we will
promise you,
only have
he's
a
right
limited
back
number
to
of people
thinking
who are
I'll
able
knock
to
all
claim
this
that code and
SHIT
receive
over.
that
He's probably like,
discount.
this used to be a
Exactly.
glorious
So you wanna be
event.
logged in and you
The community
are
talked
man.
about our events for
ready.
days.
We're gonna have those
Look what we're
warehouse
reduced
finds as
to.
well.
It's
I
the
can't, my
secret
computer's too
internal
slow.
dialogue of
Oh,
that guy.
wrong chat. My bad.
Those are long
Beer
sold
label
pieces.
Batman.
How dare you.
This is just like John Wayne is like, it's not showing up. It's just not-
Yeah, exactly.
Thanos himself joined us here
Oh,
in
man.
studio, but was gone in a snap.
Yes, we had the Thanos on Throne maquette, and you guys have no idea what we've got in store today because we've had lots of these amazing things popping up all
Random
week
plastic
based on
crap,
whatever
I
we could find in the
agree.
warehouse.
Your
Exactly.
vision,
Well,
I would
speaking of
burn
popping up, has a name for the winner popped up yet?
I believe so. Congratulations to Stephen North.
Buck
You are
Nasty.
taking home the
Oh,
Urban
dang.
Aztec
Thought you
Batman collectible.
No, this
Thank you
stuff
so much
sits,
for
and
joining us in the chat
it does on
interacting.
their site.
You
It's like when
now
you
get to
have
bring home a piece of
too many
Sideshow
rewards.
Con
When you have
for
reward points you
yourself.
want to
And
spend
remember,
before they
for those of
retire,
you who didn't win,
people
there is
get
that
pick up this
limited
stuff.
edition
I don't know.
stone color
I
variant
guess
that
it's
is a
too
Sideshow
is
Con
it's
exclusive that is still on our website that you
the reason
can
why I don't know. Sometimes it's
Now,
hard
we
to
want to
really
jump into,
evaluate
I
whether
mean,
a business is
we
making
mentioned
wise
the mix and match
decisions,
earlier
but
as
they
well.
make too many of
Exactly. We're gonna
these
have
for
that
them.
coming
Like
back up,
if
and I'm gonna be back
assume that Sideshow is a rational company. They make too many of these for them not
For it to be a gimmick, that's fine,
Yeah.
Buck. But at the end of the day, not for a Sideshow Con. Not for a con, man.
They figure it'll sell out as stock and stuff is in December.
Do what you want to do as a business. You want to go down low. XM got into alcohol, bourbon or whiskey or whatever. Do whatever you need to do to pay the bills and keep the lights on, but not for a con. Come on.
I hear you. I want to ask this. Do you think so? Like, you know how if you go to the official Sideshow stream, most of the people there are like they're for the hot toys. Do you think the reason why that is because Sideshow and Sideshow does these streams? They focus is because Sideshow
Hey
focuses
everybody,
a
I'm
lot
here with
on
our
the hot
first
toys
limited
and not
deal,
on
and
the
I'm standing
statues.
with the baddest bastard in the
Sorry,
game.
they-
That is right.
I
This
missed
is
that end.
Sideshow's
And
Lobo
what did you
the
say
Cat,
that?
and you can find him at side.show.
This
I
is a
guess
pretty
what I'm trying
good
to
warehouse
say
find.
Lobo.
Say that
Use
The
again.
reason
promo
why we
code
don't have so many
Lobo
statue
Deal.
people
That's a
and
lot of
live
Lobos.
streams
Lobo
for
Deal
Sideshow
to take off
specifically is because Sideshow
$228.
doesn't
You can get
cater
him
to
for
them.
$500
If Sideshow is
$100
focusing more
total.
on
This is the
statues in the
collector edition
streams, would
maquette,
there be
and it
more
is
statue
packed
people
with
in
detail.
Not
the
necessarily.
There's so much going on here.
I
It
think
is,
they've
and he
catered
also
more.
has free
They've
US
catered
shipping
more to
available if
statue
you're in the US and you're claiming that
collectors.
deal.
Let's say, for example, this stream than hot toys. I haven't even seen 2 hot toys here.
Limited Lobo and use
That's
that
gone up for
code
order.
Lobo Deal.
Mhm.
Now he is 20 inches tall.
Does anyone know why this statue
23 inches
didn't
wide.
do
You
well?
can see
Because
he
I
is
think
an
it looks
epic
cool as
action
shit.
scene
I
here.
think it
He
looks
is
super
black
The
cool.
edition
but I'm
size
not.
is
barreled
super low
gun
on
guitar,
this.
which
Yeah.
has so much detail on it. Both
It
the
looks so
front
sick,
and the
this
back, so you
statue, but it
truly
didn't
have
do
to have
well.
this piece in your collection to see
Wow,
every
just some bump.
detail.
Didn't
One of my
didn't
favorite
another one
elements
come
of
out
this is
around
that
the same
you can
time?
see the trail.
Yeah,
and
maybe
there's
another
one where he's
Lobo
giving the
out
finger.
the front
Yeah.
of that.
Yep.
He's also
A
got
So
Lobo?
I
rear
think
guitar
Lobo,
set
yeah.
up with the color
and
From what
everyone
company?
went with the
match.
alternative.
Sideshow, I believe.
This thing
Just some bump says, "What up, guys? I
absolutely
realize you're live,
and, you know,
and I would rather watch
the main
Sideshow
man
Con with you
himself
guys
is
because at
causing
least
carnage in a
it's
number
fun to
of
watch.
ways
Appreciate
throughout
you,
this
buddy."
piece. So he is also
That's nice of you
stomping
to
on
say.
the heads of several
I
very
think
adorable
there's
aliens,
an exclusive
that our
portrait
team
for this,
created
but I
for
don't
this
I don't
piece, so you
think
can
they
see all of the
released
ways
Yeah, he had
in which their
another.
eyeballs are
He had the
practically
dreads, I
exploding
think.
out of their
Yeah,
heads,
I don't believe they
screaming
released
mouths,
another
but
logo.
Lobo's playing his
I think
guitar
this is
too loud,
this is
you
1/5,
can't
right,
hear them.
Max
Now
Agorn?
this is a mixed
This is a
No, this is
maquette?
quarter
You've got a
scale.
Is it
lot of
quarter?
detail.
It's a
Okay.
maquette.
Yeah.
A polyresin sculpt, and then you've got a fully fabric
The bass looks
faux
really sick to
leather
me.
style vest there.
It's
And
like
we're
he's
gonna
playing
spin it
Guitar
around
Hero.
Hey,
so you guys
Cab,
can
what's
see
going on?
Yeah.
If I liked the
you have
character,
to
this would have
the
been
Viking fanboy
then again, I don't know
patch on the
much
back.
about
So
him, so
yes,
I
we
don't.
have
Maybe that's
included that
why
here
people didn't buy
on
it.
this vest. It's got
But I
that
feel like
pro
if I
zipper
like
element.
if I
We've
like
got the
this
patch
character, this looks
design,
like a sick
almost the
statue to
hand
get
ripped looking edges to the
from
sleeves.
someone who doesn't know
And
much
then
about
that's
him.
not all. This piece has
Yeah, Max
mixed
Agorn's saying
media
it's not
element
quarter,
that
it's
is, metal
fifth.
for the hanging
No, it's
chain
quarter
and that
scale. It's a
hook
premium
that is
format.
on his arm
He
there.
says he
You can
owns
see
it.
that
I don't
going
know. It's
on.
not. It's
Now,
it's
you
not
can
a premium
see
format.
the
It's a
bullets
maquette.
exploding out of this piece. And
So
on the
it's
back of
quarter
the
scale?
guitar, he has some
I don't know.
details
He's
that,
saying it's
you know,
not
hint
quarter.
about his love
I'm
He
pretty
owns
sure
the
he
exclusive, and it's
he
not
loves those
quarter.
fishies.
It's
So you
1/5.
can see that closer for yourself at side.show
I don't believe
I'm pretty
that.
sure it was quarter.
This is quarter scale.
Promo code
Okay.
Lobo
I'm
Deal
just saying
to take
what's being said.
$220 off the collector
Unless
edition
maybe it's
maquette here. Free
underscaled.
US shipping
Is it like
eligible. That
underscaled?
gets
Is that
you
Oh,
what you're saying?
maybe on paper it's quarter,
115
but in hand
US.
it's underscaled. Maybe he means it that way.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what he's saying, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's marketed as a fifth scale.
Yeah, I don't think
Look
it
at the
is.
size next to her. That's not a fifth scale statue.
Because he is an absolute centerpiece. You've also got the fabric pants element on this piece.
Keith is saying it's
going down
1/4.
into sculpted boots.
Yeah,
with
it's
more
1/4
Then
on
again,
the
it's
side.
Keith. No, I'm kidding.
count
Keith,
in
love
the
you, brother.
time remaining for this going on here, but there is so much fun detail. A great addition.
I think
for
Nathan
DC
picked this one up.
Comics collection. So remember, that deal is running only as long as this show is, or until supplies.
Yeah, I think
are
Max
sold
Agorn's
out.
referring to
Side.show, limited Lobo.
It's saying it's
for a new
underscaled.
Lobo deal to
Underscaled, probably.
$220
Yeah.
off. But we are just getting started with these deals, so hopefully you're going to see something you like.
Oh,
and I'm going
boy.
to toss it back
See
over
something
to
I like. I
Brad
haven't
Thunder
seen
to see
anything I
what's
like
next.
today yet. Sorry, Amy.
Man. At all.
If they
Unless
sold
you
that logo for
Well,
like
thank you, Amy.
250,
I am
I'd
here
buy
with
it.
an empty podium. And what that means is this is one of those warehouse finds. The very
Oh,
rare and
gosh.
the
Isn't
large.
this at the end of the show,
where there's
normally?
only
We're
say
midway.
one of them.
No, we're
But
midway.
This next figure.
All right, what's your
has
guess?
such a
Warehouse find.
magnetic
It's a figure. It's
personality.
another figure.
We have 5.
5 of them.
Yep,
Wow.
5. Let's take
Thanos
Sideshow, you
again,
know
off
you've
road.
messed up when
We've found
Jarhead
in the
wants to
warehouse.
go back to
Jeez.
his
It
wife.
is Magneto, the Sideshow Collectibles 6-scale figure. This is the exclusive.
And they couldn't even find
This
something in
is
the
one
warehouse for today.
Everybody wanted to get. Now let's talk about some of the highlights of of this.
Oh,
There
no.
you see the unmasked portrait where
That's
he
awesome.
has
Like a
his
dork.
helmet levitating up. The cape itself is going to have wire.
He's
to
wearing
give
never
it
about
that
Miki's,
slight
I know it's not
element.
about
An
Miki's.
entire cloth suit.
More
allowing it
Hulkbusters.
to really have incredible range of motion. Now, that suit is going to be broken up with those
looks
lines
like
running down
cosplay.
it that are actually printed on there. You can see the high gloss that's
I
on
think in like
Magneto's helmet.
like
That
Sideshow's
airy kind of
interview
levitating
process, they
look
like
that is on there.
put a
There's
figure
those
in front
boots.
of you, and they're
But
like,
I
"Sell me
said
this Magneto."
This is the
And
exclusive version.
Yeah.
and guy was like, just they're like, this guy's good, man. He's hired. Like he can
Magneto helmet.
sell
This
anything.
has Cerebro.
Sell me this
There
pen.
it is, right there. Also done in that levitating
This is
look.
the ultimate hype
Now,
man.
Cerebro is not a wearable
We
thing,
all
but,
need a friend
you know,
like Guy.
he doesn't
Just
need
That's a
it.
compliment, though, in this
When it
industry.
goes
So
back and we're going to take a look at that
Yeah.
unhelmeted portrait
Coffees for closures.
of it.
think about it. It's not his
Absolutely
company, right? He just works for the
that
company.
windblown look. This is that
ABC.
classic comic look.
Always
and
be so.
those classic
Third place
comic
is you're
colors.
fired.
In that deep purple, hints of iridescent. The
I actually
bright
kind of
red,
like
and then
this,
the
but
lines
not,
and
not the
kind of bold,
unmasked portrait.
version right around the top of the cape.
If I was collecting 6-scale figures, I'd
I'm
take
hovering,
this
Buck.
look.
I'm hovering, Buck. Right
Do it,
over
do
here.
it, John. Do
That's
it.
like a that's like a Spider-Man
one of our
costume, except they didn't put the
Sideshow
webbing in between the straight lines.
superstars. He and I, for our
That's exactly
very
what that
first
is.
time posing a figure together, it was this Magneto figure. We
But there's no
fell
posing
in
'cause
love with this
there's
figure.
not
gonna be any
And
bend.
Sold out pretty much that day, and now is an
What do you guys think
opportunity for
about
you
this?
to add him to
I
your
can't imagine
collection.
spending
To do it,
$300 on
you go
this, and I love
Sideshow
Oh wow!
Find
I just saw the price.
Magneto.
That unmasked
255.
portrait
This is
very
by
good.
Sideshow. It is their
I'd pay 180.
Oh, they
for
put.
this.
Hold on. They put buy Hot Toys in the verbatim there, but it's not Hot Toys. It's Sideshow.
There, as I
Sideshow,
Don't be
yeah.
fooled by that.
You're gonna
Yeah.
have two ways. You're
They
gonna
put
either
by
have
Hot
I was
Toys.
gonna say
or
this is
That's
a
a
really
typo.
bad Hot Toys gift.
multiple swap
Yeah.
out
Yeah, that's a
there
typo.
already with the wrist
I think
pegs
the
in
line
it,
is
so you
supposed to
never
look
have to
like
worry about
this,
that.
like
That's
all the
something that
fabric,
Sideshow does that
these
I
simple
cannot
costumes and stuff.
appreciate enough. That I never
I
have
saw
done.
their Cyclops
There's that
and
windswept
Wolverine
wear,
as well.
that I love on that figure. It's
And then they have a
John,
gambit.
really,
do you see what
really
Board
a fun
Cube said?
look. And this is
there a paper bag
the
head
X-Men
swap?
guy you have
Jeez.
to have in your collection. Again, this is that exclusive.
With this show, I'd
This
take one of
will
those
be
for me right
quickly
now.
Sold out and quickly gone.
Nobody bought it.
Go
Well,
to
at least the 5 people didn't buy them
Sideshow
because it didn't sell out. But...
Magneto.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Wow.
speak of
Wow.
the devil.
Wow.
Somebody bought it.
Magneto,
Wow.
because
That's
all 5 of
surprising.
those have sold out. All 5
I need
are
Do you
think
gone.
they would- Do you think they would
Congratulations to
post that
my
up
people
even if it
that
didn't
were
sell
able
out by
to
the end of the
add
countdown
him to
on
their
anything they put
collection.
up?
But we have a
I do.
lot more coming up.
I feel like
so
they
we're
would
gonna show
too. I
this
feel like they
next
would
deal
just, and then they
with
just
Amy
later on
shows.
would be like Sideshow seconds.
Yep.
This had box damage.
Or they'll find more next year.
All right.
That's what I was
if
gonna
you
say,
are
it's
on the
coming
hunt
back
for
next year.
more limited
I was gonna
deals,
buy
because
this
that one
Huntress at
sold
one
out.
point.
We've got something here for you. We've got the Huntress
Wow.
premium format figure
That's pretty
by
cheap.
Sideshow. This is one of my
468.
favorite
That's
pieces
pretty
So
in
that
my
Magneto
collection.
was $300, and
This
this is
at
$468.
sideshow.show/limited
And it's a
hunt.
one-
You
one
can
Hey
for
John,
scale
you wanted a
statue.
Batman statue? There you go. They showed one.
off of her.
Yeah.
So you'll get this premium format.
She's
figure
going for
for
double that on
That's a
eBay.
She's
huge
definitely
ass
better than the
discount.
one I got in the mail.
Side.show/limited hunt, and we only have 5 of these available. Now,
It's a
she
good
makes
statue.
a perfect companion if you've got any of
They
the
have
other
5
birds
available?
of prey in your collection already. So maybe you have Black Canary, maybe you've got an old
Let me
version of
see here.
Batgirl, or maybe you just love.
It's that
love
cape
the
that
Huntress
just
like I do.
messes it up,
Now,
man.
this is a fabulous mixed.
You don't like
media
mixed
piece
media,
from
John?
Sideshow, and I'm gonna
I don't
flip it
mind
around
mixed
so you
media
get a
done
nice look at
well.
that.
Look
It
at
is
this,
about
man.
20 inches
Yeah.
tall and just a
I don't mind.
little
I'm not
You
someone.
couldn't even iron it?
thanks to that.
It's
I don't
also
mind
the
mixed
fact that
media.
They didn't do a
So
good job of
effortlessly.
posing
You can
the
see that we've
cape
got that full
themselves.
fabric cape design, and I love what's
Ooh,
going
She
on
the
looks
way it
good. Her
bunches up
sculpt
around
looks
her neck.
fantastic. The
you know,
face
pointed
looks
out
good.
on
The
this
body
show
looks
all
good.
throughout the week.
Yeah.
All of the expert
She has a
costuming
gorgeous
details
face.
that all of the
I don't
manufacturers
know. I'm not
put
as
into it. Our
like
team,
averse to mixed
created
media
two
as you
different,
guys.
kind of
I don't mind
materials
mixed media.
here.
I almost
So we've
bought
got
the
that glossy
Prime 1
external
version mixed
purple, so you get
media.
that really
I really
nice
don't
high
mind if
reflective
it's
shine.
done well.
You've got the more matte inside that
I'm just not seeing it done well, in my
accentuates her
opinion.
costume. And then there's even that
Between
faux
this,
leather
between
white
Storm-
trim that matches with the sculpt design of the white elements in her costume. So that has some blue highlighting on it, but it is that faux leather-like design. It is wired for
I'll be right
posing,
back.
so you can get some nice.
So can you
windswept
pose it then?
action
Like
as
you're
she,
at a con.
looks kind of like she's, you know,
This
stalking
isn't a
by
flea
the
market,
Dolphin
like-
docks,
Is this
and
the
there's
first
some
Huntress
people
or the
up to no
second
good. So she's
Huntress?
going to take
I
I
think
hope
the
it's the
third,
last
right?
Huntress.
and stop the crime that is going. I didn't want to rhyme that, But
I
here we
know
are.
there's one
Jason
more
Time,
for
Stop and
sure.
Crime that is going on here. You can see little bits of the action in her base as well. We've got a
The
crowbar
base is nice,
that is down there.
painted really
there is
well.
a broken
Yeah.
faux glass bottle.
It's a
so
good
you won't hurt
piece.
yourself, but there is a frosted glass
It
bottle.
is.
Especially at that price point.
Come with
The
little
price isn't bad
shards
whatsoever.
of that faux
Thank
glass that you
goodness I
can put
don't
around the piece to your
want to get the
specification.
birds of prey,
And then
all
there's
of them.
even a knife
Or else
hidden
I'd be
in the
on the
back
hook for
here.
this.
Someone threw it
60
a little too
people in
late.
here.
She's not
Appreciate you guys
bothered.
watching.
She's walking right past that.
At least there's something to look forward to. It's Friday, and we got Club later on tonight.
5 people will be able to claim 20% off of her, which brings it to $400.
I promise I won't disappoint you on that one.
US shipping. So that is a great piece
No
to have in
laughs,
your
eh?
collection.
You
and
guys
again,
are
we've got
fucking-
some
Talk about
fun,
the
effortless
XM
pose. She's not
Witchblade.
even winded.
That's
She's just
a
taking a moment to
welcome
rest on her
like
bow staff.
announcement.
Now, if you do add this piece to your
Yeah,
collection,
I'm
you're
gonna
going
have
to
it
want to
there.
check out our YouTube
She's got
channel.
awful
Check
big
out
shoulders.
that unboxing to make sure that you thread that bow staff through the hair correctly, but it is a great piece. Lots of fun action, swagger in this, and then we've got those kind of blended elements of her classic costume and her modernized costume to really
Cash,
create
was this
fun
easy to
birds
put
of
together?
prey premium format figure of the Huntress.
Not
And
the
yes,
bow
I have
staff.
Black Canaries.
I
They
was
don't have
curious
magic
about
bases,
that.
but
That's
they do
why I
have a lot of
asked.
great story
Because of
of
the
Yeah,
way
Huntress
it's
not
like.
the
leading
bow
them, their
staff.
teammates till the
How
end.
do you
And if
do you like
want
her?
to bring
Do you have her
home, again, 5 people will be able
set
to
up with
claim
the
that
cape?
at side.show
Yep.
/limited hunt.
And you don't mind it? It looks good.
Huntress deal. Now, I hope
It's
someday
not
we're
as
gonna
good as
film
the
the day
cape
we
as their
collection.
Scarlet
We've
Witch
had a
premium
lot of
format,
amazing
but
DCC
Okay.
superheroes today. But I know
you
that
know,
Blender has
some of their
even
capes
more
are a little
stuff
bit
in
harder,
here,
like
so you
the
can
Doctor
build teams
Doom,
of
but I was able
any
to get that
caliber. We're
one.
gonna jump over
I was
and
able to
see
get
what's
this one
what.
as well. Fabric, I think sculpted is always better, but fabric is okay. You
When
gotta
you
just,
find your
you know,
happy
gotta make it
place,
work.
You go there, and mine is surrounded by 6 scale figures. So I want you to be able
What's-
to find
Get on
what's
the
going
phone
on,
with
Christian?
Phoenix.
and surround yourself.
Christian says
with
Mortal
6 scale
Kombat
figures.
trailer was
Here's
today.
How we're gonna do this. This is the segment we call
game?
Mix and Match.
Yeah, the video
To
game.
see how we do this, go to side.show/.
I know there's a
mix
sequel
figure.
movie in the
When you're
works.
there, you're going
going
to
on,
see
Chris?
a huge amount of figures that you are able to add to your cart.
They got
And when you
like
do this,
some
add
Spider-Man
2,
video
and we
game
take
statues,
$100
and I want
right off
that's
the
the
top.
statues, figures, and I want them.
$120 actually.
I want the
right off
Cyborg
top.
Spider-Man
Savings
in
just keep getting bigger.
2099.
Okay, you add 3, we take $200 off.
These
We
are the
keep
same figures we saw
adding
yesterday,
the savings.
but
You can add
I think the
6
Batmobile's new.
figures, and that's going to save you $400.
I like that king shark.
Next great thing on this,
Yeah.
that's free U.S. shipping.
You
as
would,
well.
eh?
Free
Yeah.
U.S. shipping.
With
in
the thumbnail,
addition
you should switch
to
the
those
thumbnail to
savings.
He's
Now,
a
Amy and I
robot
have
in
talked about
disguise.
points and accruing points, and
I don't mind that
if you register
blurg,
for
but
the
I wish
event,
it was
which
the
you can
blurg
still
with
do
Quill.
today, you're going to have $5 in your account. Yep, you can use
Well, they
that
got the
too.
IG-11
All
blinking,
of
which is
these
cool. The
are
light
gonna
up
allow
feature.
you to really expand your collection.
Yeah,
so
they
we're going
do.
to start over here on the side with some of the new ones available from DC.
Did you see that Inart? While we're waiting for this, did you see Inart's Superman?
Nightmare Batman scene,
Yeah.
and this was your
Yeah.
first
I feel like
opportunity
out of all the
to
stuff they've
get to
shown
have a
in
figure
art,
of
this is the
Superman in
least
that black
exciting.
suit. It's going to have a swap out
So, like,
That's not
alternate
this.
light up eyes,
Yeah.
as well
I know,
as
I know, no, I know it's
Oh.
not
light
this. But,
effects.
like the picture I
Batman
saw on
also
Facebook.
has
Yeah, it
a
was. I
lot of
agree.
gadgets,
It's off.
as
It's
of
not.
course
It's not
you
100%
would.
there.
We have
I thought Hot
more
Toys did a
offerings
much better
from,
job than the InArts
DC
with the Cavill
King
comparison.
Shark
Is there a
Hot Toys
new
gonna look
Cavill?
favorite
Because if it's
roller
this
skating
one, this
girl,
one is in
Harley
like.
Quinn. Yes, the wheels
No, I think
on
he's referring to the
those
one
skates
from Batman
actually
vs
move.
Superman, the blue suit.
Brand new
Okay.
to mix and match by Sideshow from the Court of the Dead are going to be
From
these
those pictures you
guys
posted up, that
right
Superman,
here.
John,
Take
it looked
a
like
look at the incredible
they didn't
detail
really
on that. Court
give
of
him
the
any
Dead
kind of
has
detail
some
on the face.
wild
It was
artwork
very
and
like
some
plastic
amazing
toy.
storytelling.
There was
And
like
they
no
have worked
stubble,
here in the
no
6
like
scale
colors
realm.
around
This
the
is the very
eyes
first
to give you
time.
that like
Now here's something
real
really
look.
unique about today's
Yeah.
mix
I
and
was
match.
missing for sure.
Now,
It's
you
a
want to
prototype,
add
so I really hope they
King
tweak it
Shark,
because
but you also want to add a
personally,
coordinated
I know
figure.
there's a lot
You
of
can do that.
Snyder fans
You
out
can
there,
add any of
which
the
is
items
of course nothing wrong with it.
any
I
of
just
our
I'm
partners
over kind of
you
like
see on that
we're moving on,
and
right?
keep
We're
adding
that
and
chapter's
keep
closed,
saving more.
and we're
We
gonna like
even have
moving on
here.
now into the
You wanna
next
get
chapter of
Batman
DC and
Batman.
where it's
And of course,
going. So
why not pair it
to
with
wait for that
Batman
figure to come out
figure?
2-3 years,
You also
maybe
have
2 years.
Swoop Bike.
Yeah.
There's a Mando
It's-
So you
Will it
think
take
that,
that
that
long?
movie's gonna actually materialize,
Swoop Bike.
especially
You
now that we
have
got the writer strike
Blurs.
and
If you want to have a
Oh, it'll
large
happen.
beast of burden,
Whether or not
you
out sooner or later, but
Superman.
Superman,
movies for sure.
Yeah, the
For sure.
returns line.
I think also on the mix and match, you're going to see that.
I'm just over like the whole like let's move forward, like let's move.
So there's so many combinations you can.
It's kind of like the Heath Ledger. It's like Heath Ledger Joker. Over it already. The figures and the statues. Like let's
Yeah, but David
Tusken
Zaslav said
do it.
that
You
he's
wanna
open
get
to renting out
6
some of those
different
characters to
stormtroopers and
Netflix.
pose them and create a huge army.
Okay.
So that's
Now
giving the
is
Zack
your
Snyder's
chance.
fan
You can
hopes
add
because
6 of
he
those and
has
save
the Rebel Moon
$400
contract over there on
free
Netflix.
US
Mhm.
shipping. Use your points.
That's a lot of hope, man.
Get building, have fun.
Well, that's
That
what they
would,
said about
with
that would be a-
scale
the
figures
Snyder cut,
the way
right?
I do.
Yeah.
This is absolutely
It would be cool
spectacular.
for sure.
This is so much fun to be doing. It's hard.
But then at that point, are
I
you
would
going to
wanna
want to
I know,
backtrack to a
but
Batman
there's
versus
so
Superman,
many options,
or are you going to
and
want the
because it's
representation that's
difficult
there?
to choose, I don't want you to feel rushed.
I guess
So
with
what
in
we're going
this
to
state
do,
of having
this
Elseworlds
deal is
and
going to extend past
multiverses
the live
and
show
you know what
that
I
Amy
mean,
and I are
infinite
doing right
planets,
now. This deal
you can always
extends
say, you know, this is an
7 p.m.
Elseworld story
Pacific
or
Standard
you
Time.
know,
Yeah,
Elseworld in the
Okay,
multiverse.
you've got all
For
the
sure.
time.
We got 4
up until
Batman,
7,
just
that is,
like in the
to
Flash
create
alone.
your own bundles and
Keith is
use
hating in the comments. He said
saves.
the next chapter
All
of DC is gonna
So, we've
suck.
got more deals coming up.
Too soon for
I-
that,
Right
Keesis,
back
man.
to Amy Chase.
I
Let's
agree
keep
with
it
you,
going.
Keesis.
Too
It's
soon,
always
man.
best to assume it'll be bad and let them surprise you afterwards.
Well, for our
Then
Marvel True
vice
believers,
versa.
you may
That's
know
the
that the power
hate
cosmic
creed
is
that
extremely
you live by.
limited. Galactus only grants it to those who serve as his heralds. But we're
756.
gonna grant
I don't remember
5
what this
people the
retailed for.
power to
Oh,
bring
but you're
home
getting the
Jar-
print
Art
too.
print
Shows it
too.
there
You get the
now.
print
45.
too.
/World Eater
Jarhead.
using the
Wow.
code
Pretty
Galaxy
good
Jarhead,
deal.
you gonna get
You're
this
gonna take
Galacticus?
20% off the Galactus Macabre and the Galactus Devourer of Worlds.
Day one,
by
Jarhead.
print by Sideshow Goldie. Now, this will be an unframed version of the print, which I do have here to show you. And
That's
it
a
is
great deal.
incredible.
This
Do you-
is-
You've got this
Okay, it's not
incredibly
framed. You don't get
vibrant
the art
print.
print
You can
framed.
see
I
all
always
of
No,
think
that
Buck, you
curvy
want it
gravel
framed for
and the tiny
$750,
spots.
buddy?
Take
What's
a
the
look
matter
at
with
the
you?
picture. We're getting
I mean,
there.
if
Look
it's
at
not
that,
framed,
all
don't
that
show it
beautiful
with the frame,
saturation.
right?
And you can see
Right.
how cleverly
Well,
the
that's
team has
they probably
experimented
got
to
flack
make
over
outside
the
of border and
Grogu
that
yesterday, so that's why she's
version
pulling out
Yeah.
pulling it out unframed.
is
Yeah.
breaking through
Buck is like,
the
what is
frame
this? I
of
bought
being
this
the
box of
whiteboard.
cereal. I thought milk came with it.
Oh, man.
That Kirby crowd.
That was good,
Each
man.
of these prints comes off with an authorized automated artist signature and an embodied
gotta
seal
clip
of
that.
Sideshow
That was good.
authenticity down in the corner. Limited edition.
You guys
only
killed me, man.
350 pieces ever produced.
I did like the statue. I just wish it
Now,
was bigger
let's
like
talk
everybody
about
else.
this
It does look
Galactus
good.
pet. This is
And it's
huge.
like, it looks like a
It's
good size,
26
but when you
inches
put it
tall,
next to
and you are
another
seeing
quarter
it with its
scale, it's
full
close to the same
illuminated
size.
light-up features.
I
That's why
just,
people
yeah,
don't know.
31 inches,
Armor,
man.
the
You know,
eyes,
So
the
you got to
hands
pair
and
him
the
with
molten
like
energy coming
6
off of
scale,
that. And
and
then
where it seems
this
like he's just
entire
towering over them.
destroyed
Yeah.
cityscape.
Yeah.
You guys are
You've seen
size
Spider-Man
queens.
with that forced perspective.
I like the
He's
original
over
one
a couple of
personally.
New York buildings.
It's not
Well,
about
I don't
the.
understand why if
City
they made the
for his
big,
base.
the
And
original
I'm
one
gonna just show you
bigger,
real quick
why
while
they
we're
go
on that
down in
base,
size in
the
this one.
difference
You know,
in the illumination. Look how much that
That's
adds
like that
to
LBS Hulk that I
molten
have coming. I'm
energy
pairing him
going
with like
throughout.
quarter scale statues
Only
because I want him
only
to
5
tower
people will
over
be able
them
to claim 20%
like a
off
world
both of
breaker
these.
Hulk.
And you're going to go to side.show/world
Pair him up
eater.
with a smaller
Yeah.
Use
scale.
the code Galaxy
That's
Deal
what I'm
when you
doing
add
too
both
with
this
LBS.
maquette and then the unframed
Yep.
art print to your cart. And that will
You already
be
got a spot picked out for him?
$756.
Yeah, I'm gonna pair him with
That
back
is
here
an
where I have
amazing,
classic
amazing
OG Hulk.
collaboration
I'm gonna
and
take
deal.
OG Hulk out,
You've
put
got the
him
two-dimensional,
with
the
the Avenger
three-dimensional,
team I got
and,
back
you
here.
know, you've got
Quarter
a really
scale.
great conversation piece.
You're
between
And I gotta
before
find
me
and after
an Iron
Galactus
Man.
in the process
You're gonna
of
send me the
destroying
OG Hulk, right?
Galactus having come down and destroyed an entire
Sure.
city. This is such a really cool piece
Awesome.
to have. And Galactus
Mark, what did
himself
you
is
think
fully
about
sculpted,
that
so you've
Sure
got all
thing.
of that
that
kind of
maquette
classic,
of Hulkbuster
detailed
Hulkbuster
style,
versus
the really
Hulk
intricate headpiece
Sideshow?
for
A lot of
Galen
people
of
hate
Ta,
it because
the
of
hunger
Hulk's
that does
hand.
not cease, the
Yeah.
devourer
I don't
of
like the
Nowadays,
worlds.
sculpt on
You've
it.
got those metallic colors going
Wasn't it
throughout that really
Canali
combine the
that
best
did it?
elements
Yep,
of the
Martinez,
classic comic
yep.
book
Ma-
look with
Martin
Yeah.
a bit
did
of
the
a
Hulk,
modernized
and
style.
then
You've got
like
some silver accents
Marco
going on
Plouffe
to
did
really
the
emphasize the
Hulkbuster.
depth of
The
the work
Hulk's
that the team
anatomy
has
has
sculpted into this.
issues
Lots
to me.
of fun detail
Like,
going on
it
throughout this
just
piece,
doesn't
and
look good.
you know, he's a little bit out of scale with some of our other
I don't know, just a weird
Marvel
piece
pieces, but
for
it
me,
really just adds
personally.
an imposing presence. Maybe you have our Silver Surfer maquette. Maybe you even got that Frankie Ray
Silver
Nova exclusive.
Surfer.
You'll want to unite Galactus with his heralds. You'll want to bring home
Like
that
put him with a
Markman
little
and
10th
Maquette
scale
together.
Silver Surfer.
That would have been a cool
Side.show
warehouse
with
find.
the
Is the
code
OG
Galaxy
one they
Deal,
had.
and both of these are in your
Vision's
store,
asking
and
when's
you're gonna
LBS Hulk
save
coming,
20%
going to
off
ship.
of that order. Such
Later
an
in the year it should be, I believe.
incredible find, but I think we're keeping it
That's
cosmic with the
quite a
the next
lot.
surprise that Guy Klender has coming up.
It's a
so we're gonna
surprise?
toss it over to him.
Oh boy. I've been waiting, Amy.
Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
Thanks, Amy. Well, this
God.
next
Another
Oh,
warehouse
boy.
find.
This young lady broke the heart of Star-Lord 3
Gamora.
times. And that's
Gamora.
Hot
why
Toys
this
Gamora.
warehouse find, we found 3 of them. Let's take a look
Unfind
at
it.
who
It
we
only
have
took him
featured
2
today.
years.
This
He said, "Find it."
is Gamora.
Oh my
This is
God.
the Gamora 6-scale figure by Hot Toys. This
What
is
do you
a
guys think of
scene
those
in Guardians
mini
of the
codes
Galaxy
from
2.
Iron
To
Studios?
get this deal,
They
Because I
look
like
like
them better.
there
Rugrats.
are only 3 of.
Do you like them better than Funko Pop?
Find Gamora. This
No,
is
I don't
an
think I like.
absolutely
They look like
amazing
like
figure.
Tommy
We
from
got
Rugrats. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
Now I can't even unsee it. It's gonna be in my head.
Yeah.
Right there. I just start hearing the theme song. Do, 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 do,
Is it just me or did they stop talking?
They stopped talking.
for the first
It's
time in
about time.
forever. Guy
There's
ran
nothing-
out of
Guy
stuff.
has nothing else to more. There we go. He's like,
There's nothing good to say about Gamora.
I swear
I
that-
can't. Honestly, I can't believe this is how the last day ended. Oh, I wasn't expecting this.
I want to see him quit live on air. Like when they announce another figure, he's gonna be like, "F this shit," and just like slaps it off the table.
Yeah.
Not to be disrespectful, because like I said, Guy and Amy, you gotta like they're bringing the entertainment to the show, right? They have to. We're reacting like this to these pieces. Imagine having to discuss them
And sell
and
people
keep
on
the
them.
entertainment and sell them, right? So a huge shout out to them. I think
I don't know
think
if
they've
they're
done an
keeping the-
amazing job this whole
Yeah.
this whole con.
Just on controlling their facial expressions, because I couldn't have did it.
Right? I can't fake it like that.
And it's not stuttering or you know like it's smooth. Good
It's
points.
stuttering a bit.
It's like their job. So like when they go home at the end of the day and their spouse is like, "How was your day?" He's like, "Damn it, I had to talk about these 6 figures today."
And it's incredibly easy.
I need a beer.
They're having that call on the way home and say, "Already had a beer in the fridge when I get there."
Wow. But it's their job. But like even I feel in previous years, the hosting of the show wasn't as good as this year.
Looks like an 80s jam box.
Yeah.
So even that is suitable.
Whenever
for
they
this
did a
one.
Sideshow
You're seeing
Con
her
during
there with the
COVID,
team. Do
it
not
was
miss
not
the opportunity to add her
Although the
to
COVID
your
podium tours were better than
Sideshow
what we're getting this year. So
Find Gamora. The 6
not necessarily the product, but the way it's shot.
I feel like it was like very low res, right?
It was
This time
low
around.
res, but at least with the COVID podiums, you could be like, "Oh shit, I see Surfer in the background." It got you excited for stuff
hear
that
you.
wasn't announced yet. You can kind of see it off camera a little bit, but you're like panning around the room looking for something new. But yeah, the resolution back then was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. Yeah.
I
I find it to be even worse now because they're doing it on Facebook.
You guys keep talking about how like they go back home, they tell their wife it was awful, but no, when they get home they do the same shit. She starts trying to sell it to the significant other.
It's like stuff we've
Iron
seen.
Man was free today.
That's me, man. Vinyl. I went to the record. I went to the record
I
shop
want a
after
raffle.
our broadcast yesterday.
Iron Maiden.
A bunch of studios are doing like Iron Maiden like collectibles.
Yeah.
I do like how they executed this like little lightning effect here without having the lighting effect.
Hey everybody.
Was that a
Oh
commercial in their show?
god!
They smell like
Iron Maiden, and you put this thing back on here?
Why they keep trying to sell us Vox Machina?
The end of this show, if you didn't already have a chance to claim them and they're not already sold out yet, but those are extremely limited in quantity. And then we've got that mix and match still going.
You know, with your deal there, would you say that's a FOMO Lobo?
I mean, someone will certainly.
All right,
have
let's
FOMO
leave the
if they
jokes to the
miss out.
professionals, guy. Let's leave the jokes. I appreciate the attempt.
God, he's
Hey,
pulling
our
out
whole-
these jokes that
Our whole panel, our entire panel
well,
today.
you
Do
don't
you
wanna
guys
have
remember
any
the
FOMO. We're
curmudgeons from the
still,
Muppet Show?
we've got a
The
couple
two old
surprises
dudes
left
that
for
are.
you guys.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
at the end
That's
of
us
our
today.
time here at Sideshow Con. But before we do that, I'm still living in Thursday. I don't want it to be
There we
Friday
go.
just yet.
I was hoping you were. Amy is still stuck in a time loop in Thursday. So what does that mean, Amy?
That means that I wanted to
my
make sure that I got a
God.
chance to
I
give
wanna
away the
shoot
last
my-
member of our in-stock, Critical Role
It's
pieces.
so
We
bad, I
got to
can't
give
look
away
Just
away.
did it.
yesterday.
Or
We
it's
had
coming
one,
back
but
next
now
year.
we've
Somebody
got
I thought she was gonna say, I hope I'm stuck in Thursday because I'm hoping tomorrow's show's gonna be better.
Can you
Right.
imagine going to a medieval setting and seeing someone with a fade? Like, this is so stupid.
So you're going to want to use
Oh, no,
hashtag
man.
pop and space I
Gotta have
agree.
that sex
Remember, you're
appeal,
agreeing to
Buck.
our terms and
You know?
conditions
So
at
cringe.
side.show
Like, I look at this
/contest.
and it just makes me cringe.
Hashtag pop to enter for a chance to win.
Kelly, reminder, you got to enter on YouTube's
Your
page.
99 collection, because again,
Down in the
you
chat.
get to see yesterday,
Friendly
we
reminder.
premiered the full 99
still
collection,
watching.
and there is an extended
Oh,
interview
man.
with Sam Riegel and Taliesin Jaffe and yours truly, hanging out
Sideshow
there
just gave
on
us a
our
queef in the wind.
YouTube channel. And there's Caduceus Play, and you're gonna have
That's what Brendan said in the chat.
What? Oh, wow.
Oh man, Brendan been going off this whole chat.
I was like, hey,
You have
yo.
never seen a bigger smile on Miss Amy Chase than in that video. And it makes so many people happy. And we're going to make somebody happy with them getting to take this home.
Yes, and
I
now I
doubt it.
joked, she could help you fist fight for those exclusives, but we do.
It'd be
still have
hilarious
some
if one of them just
exclusives that you
accidentally
don't
knocked
have
it
to
off
throw
the
hands for.
Yeah,
platform.
that would be funny.
Accidentally,
Backhanded off.
accidentally with
If you want
force.
to check that out, you can check out the exclusives at
That would be one less in the edition
I
size
dropped
in the
And
world.
remember,
I wouldn't mind one of those
Hot Toys
shirts.
pieces already waitlisted. Those went so fast. We did tell you to
Sideshow
register
boys.
for that
Wait,
priority.
Sideshow, why don't y'all give some shirts away on your show?
Yeah.
Bring it
That's when
back in the
that's when you
future.
That'd be
accidentally
smart if
knock
they
it
did
over
that.
and
It
jump
would
up
be
and down
very
on
smart.
it.
They should.
They just did a new line of shirts. Why haven't they given any away on?
Right.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we do have some registrant exclusive giveaways going on.
Next
For
year is
registrants,
fine.
you can enter for a chance to win. We'll be giving
They
away
should
one
like
of
randomly
each of the
pack them
exclusives to
in
different
just
winners.
customers that buy off their
And
website
they've got the
because
Miles
you know
Morales for the
people will be like,
registrant
oh, I got this
exclusive, and
shirt.
then
I
if you're
didn't
in
even
our Sideshow social
ask
network
for it or
at
pay
side.show
for it.
Yeah.
/join
And then it's
thought
free
you
marketing.
Also doing
You know when you go to the
giveaway,
con,
and
people
they
will wear it.
will
How many
be your
thousands
markers.
of
That
people
is
see
your
it?
best chance.
I thought
Exactly.
he was gonna say
If you are
they should
waitlisted,
randomly
that'll be
pack
your
these Dungeon and
opportunity to enter
Dragon
for a chance
pieces
for,
in
that
with.
Peter Parker
That
or
too,
Miles
you know.
Well, that's going to
Like,
be a great
congratulations.
giveaway.
Yeah, they should use them for
This great
support in the
giveaway,
box.
We have a winner.
Yes, congratulations to Alexis Solomon in the YouTube chats. You are taking home Bo, and you are either continuing or starting a brand
The
new
right
adventure
thing to
with
do
the
would be to
Mighty
break
Nine.
it when you get it. So
Congratulations,
there's less
Alexis.
in
Our
the
moderators
edition
will tell you
size.
how to claim that, but we've got even more stuff that I
We
want.
do-
What's going on, Nathan?
we do
There's
indeed.
more.
Amy and I, it is the last day of con.
But
We
wait,
had
there's
such
more.
an incredible, fun opportunity to be showing off.
Hold on.
So many things.
They're bringing.
Oh,
Jesus.
wait a minute now.
I absolutely
Oh, this is worth
love.
looking
Hold on.
at.
From the
I'll
Clint
actually
Eastwood
put in for this.
Legacy Collection, the 6-scale Pale Rider.
Yes, this is the
Fine.
feature
You're
from
gonna
make me
Pale
do it.
Rider, an incredible
Give me a
Western
quarter-scale
film, and
Pale
of
Rider.
course one of Clint Eastwood's iconic roles. If you want to enter for a chance to win this, while we talk about how awesome it is for the winner, you'll want to enter with hashtag preacher I agree. Same terms and conditions at side.show/contest, but use hashtag preacher I agree.
There's so much going on with this figure, from, of course, that classic look of Clint and that scowl there on the face, to the dual pistols, the long red coat, which is severely weathered and dirtied down at the base.
Dust down
called a
there.
shotgun coat.
Well,
A lot of
dusty boots.
doing a lot of riding.
Doing a lot of.
I'm gonna do it. Let's see if we win.
He's got those. Doing a lot of riding.
Come on, guy. Haven't you played Red Dead Redemption 2?
Which is, he did wear a lot of sunscreen,
Hot
which
Toy
I
Con.
believe was done on the set. Another cool thing about this is, yes, that long coat, I absolutely love it. But
Did he tell us what we have to type in
throughout
yet?
the film, and the artist
Yeah,
decided
preacher,
to
hashtag preacher,
wanted
I
you to
agree.
be able to create
Preacher.
all those looks. So yes, that jacket
I wish they'd
is
made this in
removable,
quarter scale.
and you're going to
Yeah.
have
I would've
that
bought it.
black
I would have bought
velvet
this in quarter.
Got that
Take
layered
a
costume.
look at that.
I just like this look better than the
Absolutely
poncho look.
and those
Yep.
leather
I saw
holes,
Cash's.
the Cash! There on there. And yes, of course,
Sideshow boys.
that gun can tuck in there. That's the way he
I'm
does
gonna do it again.
He doesn't even
Can
bother.
you
Yeah,
blow it
man.
up?
We'll see.
Just like
Clint Eastwood, baby.
And that's fantastic.
They
Would they,
told me
But also fantastic.
I got the
Would they
message.
boot you out if
sent
you
it-
put in more than one?
Yes, and
They
if
just
you
put
want
me
to
on
check out
pause. They
more
said,
about the Clint
"You've been
Eastwood
sending
Legacy
too many
Collection,
messages.
not
Take a
only
break
did
and
we
try
feature it on
again."
yesterday's 11 a.m. show, we had
Alright,
an amazing
damn.
look at even
I had a
more
5
six-scale
second
figures in
timeout.
that line.
Let me do it
But
again.
on our YouTube channel, we have an extended collection
Keep
video
going.
We've got videos of Clint Eastwood in our own studios.
I wonder if they take the winner from the YouTube chat or the actual the website they said.
And we've even got a making of video for that.
All right, I put 3 in. That's
premium
enough.
format figure. You can see Bernie Esquivel.
Oh, sorry,
is it?
That portrait.
Yeah, it's YouTube, right?
Maxigorn sent me the photos of that, photos of his collection with that logo. It doesn't look 1/4.
Piggy's in there.
That's crazy.
It's small, right?
It's small. It's so small. Yeah.
But you know what?
Awesome collection though. Damn. I'll show this on Club tonight.
And they want the artist really made sure that each one of these pieces reflects the best that story and that character has to offer.
I think I
How can they make this show up?
I think we have a winner.
We do have a winner. We do have a
Everyday
winner.
Collector.
Now, I want to tell you that
I did
we were excited to
hashtag
get to
Everyday
show this off
Collector. I
because
agree.
This is a pre-ordered item. It's not even out yet. But this person, the minute that it arrives here, it's riding off to them.
Oh boy.
There we go.
Imagine if we
Congratulations to
talk
Eric
like that,
Balaz
guys.
in the YouTube chat.
Oh
gonna
my
start doing it.
gosh,
Yours
John,
will be headed
I
your way
am
again
so
when this item
happy
comes
to
in
be
stock, which
on
is
this
very, very
show.
soon.
Yeah, Buck, you should be. Don't keep bringing that sarcasm.
And
How
we
dare?
have so many deals.
I know you're
And
speaking
so
from the
many
heart.
things that we can add to the carts.
At least we're getting paid, right,
It
Buck?
can be a little overwhelming.
We're getting paid?
That check's in the mail, right, John?
Yep.
You're getting paid?
Canadian. Canadian.
Yes,
Oh,
we do.
oh, wait,
we don't get paid to do this?
Flexible
That's the
payment
monopoly
options
money.
available
I'm out
to
of
you.
it.
We want to make sure not only is it collectibles that suit your budget, your favorite fandoms, your favorite characters, we want to make sure. Sorry.
Hey, we're on the right
your
road.
collection
Cash
and
sent
your
a super
fandom, we wanna
chat.
make sure that they suit
I don't know if it was
your budget
yesterday or the day
as well.
before.
Sideshow does
So
offer
we're on the
a
right.
payment plan that is like a layaway plan. You choose
All right,
how many
Amy, hurry up,
payments
call
you'd
my
like to
name.
divide your pre-order up into, and you
The
can pay
giveaway's
in
over,
installments.
buddy.
And there
I'm
is
gonna
a
win
select,
and get
of
banished from their
flex pay
website
available for
and like
in-stock
enter
items as well.
900 times.
And we do offer through a variety of other services, including Affirm and Klarna.
He's just looking at her like.
Later, you can get your items shipped to you right away. for in-stock items.
His facial expressions are so funny.
He's like, are we done yet?
Have it sent right
He's
to
like,
you.
her upper
You
really
can
kicked
install
in,
it, and
man.
you get the perfect unboxing right away, and then you can figure it out.
He's looking at her lips to see when do I go.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't we give away
When she comes down, man.
One
she's
more
gonna
thing.
crash.
incredibly flexible 6-scale figure?
Yes, with a dynamic flight.
Oh,
It's just
nothing.
figures, man.
Scale figure.
It's just figures, man.
Nothing.
Give me
Scale
this.
figure.
I tried to
There
tell
we
you.
go.
You know.
We are giving away the Kafka Reeves 6-scale figure
Okay,
from
whatever.
Hot Toys from the
Fine.
incredible Mandalorian live
I'll
action
do it.
collection.
Fine,
You
if
guys
you
are
twist
seeing
my
her
arm.
unhelmeted portrait here.
Wow.
She's got that helmet grasped in hand. I love
Giving
the
away
way
a character
I love
you
how
saw
the
for 6
characters with
seconds.
helmets carry their helmets. We got to see that a little bit with Magneto.
And the reissue is around the corner.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Carrying the helmet is really a fun thing. We got to see, you know, I understand that in the Mandalorian world.
Is she touching the ground? I didn't know she flew.
But in the
Look at that
6-scale
goofy
figure
pose they got
world,
her in.
You do.
Yeah, that is very, very true. I mean, nobody tell the armor.
When I see this
know
pose,
that
I'll
Hot
look
Toys
at
announced a new
doop-de-doop-de-doo.
version of
She's
her
like
as
running
well,
on the
so
moon
that's coming
there.
up. Now,
The thing about like
She needs
running,
gravity
is that
boost.
if you're doing a run cycle, if you're animating a run cycle, there's an air pose where like
Buck,
there's a
I highly doubt they put that much effort or thought into posing this figure. Okay.
I just saying one of the key poses for a run cycle, your feet don't touch the ground.
Whatever time zone you're in.
Okay,
if you're
Buck.
still in Thursday like me, you know.
Could be in
All over the
Thursday,
world.
could be one of
Then
our
my apologies
international
for my
viewers,
ignorance.
but the fact that you are all here
It would have been hilarious if they put her
celebrating
arms
Sideshow
back like
Con
Naruto
celebrating pop culture,
for the pose.
which is what we love to do here in Sideshow. We thank you so much for being here. Wow.
Now,
what a
while
week.
they're entering, let's take a look at what a week it was. Let's do a little bit of a,
What a week it
recap on
was.
Some of the stuff we had just today.
Exactly.
Yes.
Let's take a look at some
Some of the
things
stuff you had
we got
today.
here off today.
What did you show today?
We did we had the Lost Boys.
She doesn't even know. She had to look at him.
Yeah.
She's like, what did we show today? Did we show it?
Sideshow.show/David to RS.
Guy
And he's like,
says
hell, I don't
lost.
know. Look at his face. He's like, hell, I don't know. Did we show it?
Send that
I thought SAG-AFTRA was like striking. Why these guys acting still?
Guy is probably
These are
thinking
scabs,
like,
man.
Guy's thinking like, I'm a classically trained Shakespearean, and I'm doing this shit, man. I'm down the lost.
Absolutely perfect. I cannot wait.
And heretofore you shall purchase this Mandalorian 1/6 scale statue. Excuse me, figure.
To be or not to be?
You're gonna knock
To continue or not to continue? That is the question.
Picking up this shit that I knocked on the ground, there.
style, and then what drew her to the Wonder Woman collaboration that we got.
I just like looking at him,
And then we
like look
also
back and
had,
forth
speaking
between her and the
of those
camera.
I know. Me too.
He's just like, okay, we're still going. Are we still
She's like,
going?
she's
Okay.
still going.
She's not done.
Look at him. He just keeps nodding like weird.
We're all
Let's wait for her to breathe.
Because he's like, she's on more than coffee. I know.
He
He's
doesn't
gonna
say
go.
anything.
He's
He
gonna
just
go.
it always looks like he's about to start talking, but he just keeps going.
She's on that Ric Flair.
Oh god.
Why don't y'all get off Critical Role's lap? Come on.
This dude is like a predator.
Arabian Nights, brand new fairy tale fantasy statue.
There was so much. It's
Dude, if I was Saga, I'd be suing them for this character design.
look at, and there's just
That's
so
a
much.
ripoff,
The
man.
cool thing is,
That's a Saga character
you and
ripoff.
I are going, my goodness, how many things did we show up? For those of you who may
It's
have
in the same
missed
vein
something,
because
on
there's
our
actually a
YouTube
thing
channel,
called
make
like
sure to subscribe to it, and you're
DNDOCs,
gonna
and
be
they
able
all
to see
draw them
all
the same.
things
It's
that
so
we've
cringe.
debuted
Yeah.
in individual segments.
Yes, all of those feature videos from our partners and manufacturers, all of these new reveals from Sideshow, and now we're going to newly reveal the winner of Costco Reeves. Congratulations to Callie Dragon in the YouTube chat. You are taking home the Costco
What
Reeves
about-
Sorry,
scale
Brandon,
figure
that comment
from
was too much for
Mandalorian.
me.
Maybe you've already got
Did they
those
announce the winner of the-
It's like it's like water torture.
That'll be headed to you, so our social moderators will let you know how to play.
Did they announce Preacher?
We are not done. We're not
Damn,
done
I must have blacked out. Did they
We're not
announce the
done.
Preacher?
Not
Next,
Yeah.
we're gonna give away this menu.
I know.
Winning
They just
symbol.
loop. They just endlessly loop guy looking back and forth at him.
It does. We're,
Pushing
Brandon,
the
we're a little later in the day, but we've still got stuff coming up.
man.
Yes,
Guy
before
is
the
like,
sun
you
goes
know,
down
we were
on us,
supposed to
let's
keep this to an
introduce
hour,
another
right?
giveaway
Like,
for a really
won't
exciting
shut up.
item that has gone
So
to
did I
waitlist,
miss
and
the
then we'll
Preacher
let everybody
announcement?
know where else they can find us the rest of this week. Now we've got the
Oh,
Moon Knight
man.
6-scale figure from Hot Toys.
This is what they
This
opened
bad
up the
boy
show
is
with.
already
Yeah, that
waitlisted
was
on
the
our
first thing
website.
they
So
showed.
this
Yeah,
is
it hasn't sold
great
yet.
chance to
No, it has. It has. It
bring
waitlisted
him
during the
home.
for the show.
This is hashtag
Oh, they
Moon
found more in
space
nowhere.
I agree in
Oh,
the chat.
let's go.
Sideshow
3 for 3.
contest are those terms and
Oh,
conditions
man.
you are
Did I miss the
agreeing
announcement
to.
of the Clint Eastwood?
But this is a chance
the
to
winner of
Oh,
the
it's already
Preacher?
gone.
Eric,
home
yeah,
the Moon
Eric
Knight
won.
Hot Toys
Oh.
figure. One lucky winner
Must have
will
blacked
get
out,
to
man.
have this piece in their collection. Listed on our website.
It's, you know, we're giving
It's because you
people an
stopped making eye
opportunity
contact
to
with
waitlist
the
items
guy
and
every
things
time
like
it looks at the
exclusive
camera.
items that they may have missed.
The spell
out,
breaks.
sold
Yeah.
out items.
The hypnosis.
This is a blast.
Oh yeah,
Oh
we
my
bring our
God.
best.
What
We
would happen if
secret
we
away
all went in
everything
the
for
chat
Sideshow
and put
Con
in
make sure that we
Moon?
can give
I
all
disagree.
of you guys this
Oh,
awesome
man.
opportunity for deals,
Just spammed
reveals,
it.
and those contests. So while that's going on,
We'd
in
get
the chat,
kicked
we'll
so
remind
fast.
people, now we are almost at the end of our show, but there is still half of a day of Sideshow Con left. So this is the last day of Sideshow Con. But next up, you're going to
Tonight in the atrium, we'll be having bingo.
exclusively in the What You Geek Sideshow Facebook group. Side.show/.
On the Lido deck later at 5
If
p.m.
you're not already a member, but that's a chance you're going to get to
Oh
watch
my God.
a walk around.
We got
like reminds me.
Jarhead's like, this is why I collect customs. He's on the custom groups right now.
Shown off here today, so you're going to get to see art prints.
He's looking
you're
at
gonna get to see
PCS's stuff
statues
again.
And 6-scale
I
figures
went
that
back
were
to
not
Moon, I
displayed
agree.
on this show, and you'll get to take a look at those without the plexiglass.
Oh, well.
That is, that is the best perk of those.
All right,
Alien
Sideshow.
Trying to fall
Nothing
asleep here.
under glass.
Blade
Nothing
on
under
throne.
This one here, which is
Again?
absolutely spectacular.
It's a
And then,
terrible
of course,
idea.
that 5 p.m. wrap-up show.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, that will be exclusively in the Sideshow social
Yo,
network
wrap
app,
it
side.show
up.
/ join us.
Yo,
You'll want to join
wrap
us
it up,
again
B.
because we've got that exclusives giveaway, and they will be giving away the Peter Parker winners to be announced. sometime next
Exclusives
week. But
giveaway.
This is a wrap-up show. They will be recounting not only today, but the whole week, so you guys can make sure that you didn't miss any of the biggest and best announcements. And there is
Thank
still
God for
time
Poison
to register.
Ivy. That literally
Side.show
saved
/con.
the entire
Register,
con.
subscribe to our newsletter. You
The
get
DC,
$5
I think the whole
rewards
DC
inside
saved
I
it.
think even the Gotham by Gaslight was good. Deathstroke was good, but Poison Ivy was a real like showstopper. It was like something that made people really excited.
as well.
Don't forget Ghost Rider.
Well, I
We forgot
believe
about that.
We forgot
have
about
the
that.
winner of the waitlisted Moon
I'm
Knight
actually not
6-scale
even
figure
sure
right out
about
to
the
us.
general
Alright,
community
Miss
sentiment
Khonshu's
about
new
that. It feels like a
avatar.
lot of people
We've
like
got
it,
Bat
right?
2797. Congratulations, Bat 2797.
What's going on, Blue
You are
Collar?
bringing home
Yeah, it seemed like
You didn't miss anything, Blue
And it's
Collar.
not just a face.
You had some good laughs. Other than the laughs, you didn't miss a thing, buddy.
Moon Knight.
All right. Congratulations to all of
Good
our
to see
winners.
you.
Wow, that was, I mean, that was more
You were
giveaways
lucky,
back-to-back.
Blue
Usually we
Collar. I
space
wish
them
I
out
could
over
take back the
regular
last
days.
hour of
Yeah, exactly. We didn't
For real.
cover it in there. We just
Right.
unscrewed the top and
we were in a
dumped out
hostage
the-
situation
dumped out
with
the giveaways.
I mean,
Guy
if it's our
for
last
quite a
chance
while.
here on the show.
JJ's
Guys
like,
thinking
did I
the
miss-
same thing
We
right
wanna
now.
make sure that everybody feels
Did I
like
miss
they're
all the
walking
Star
away
Wars
from
stuff?
Sideshow Con with a little
So,
something. And
if
again,
I can remember
we've got that
clearly,
registration.
in
But,
their
you know, if they haven't yet, if you weren't one of our lucky
in their
winners, you haven't
itinerary
been
that
one
they
of our teams, we've
posted,
still got a few
there
of
was supposed
those
to be a
ongoing.
Star Wars reveal. I don't remember
We do
seeing
have
any
the
Star Wars
ongoing
reveal any of
tonight.
these
Mix and
days.
Match is going to go through 7 p.m. tonight. So this is that opportunity.
There was
to
some
put
red
all those
and
different
white
things into your
troopers.
cart, save up to $400.
I don't
Well,
know
that
if
was a
those were
warehouse
new.
find.
and
Oh, okay.
get
Those were
free
warehouse.
US shipping.
Okay.
What's going on,
Use
Smilex?
the points that Amy talked about
So
for
who
registering.
noticed
Yes,
that
Oh,
guy
this was
you
good.
can register on
Sorry,
the last
quick, just some bomb.
day.
I love the new J. Scott Camel
And
Fairy
you're gonna
Tale
get
statue.
to
That was a
use
good one.
those
You're right.
points.
Now
Yeah.
we've also got a little
I feel like the
something,
portrait
Maybe
might
you guys
need
saw
to
there
get
was a
tweaked
new
a bit
trailer last
on
night.
that
It
one.
surprised me. I was
Yes.
To
on
make it
YouTube
match
and
his
literally
art
it
style
said
some more.
incoming transmission from Marvel. And I
You're
was
right,
like, what the
Brendan.
heck
It
is
was the
this?
Star
It was
Wars. It was the
countdown.
Hot
We got
Toys.
a
You're
new
right.
trailer for the Marvels. So if you're as hype about that
The
as
Dewback
I am,
and all
because
that.
I'm so excited.
I'm so hyped for the
And
Marvels.
you
I'm
can
so
bring
hyped.
home a Captain Marvel
God.
6-scale figure from her first film
Oh,
by
yeah,
going
this is
to
it right here.
side.show/Danvers deal. You'll see a list
That
of qualifying
that trailer
in-stock
for that
products
movie
and
is
a purchase
literally
of
the worst
minimum
trailer
266
I've ever
USD
seen.
Listen,
gets
Any-
Disney's the
anything
worst thing
with
that
Brie
ever happened to
Larson,
Marvel.
Marvel
yeah.
to your cart
I'm telling you.
completely for free.
And
And this is
Lucasfilm
the deluxe
and
version you
Pixar
saw in that
and
slide right there. That is the Carol Danvers.
I don't know.
They're
I don't
the
know what to
Yeah.
they've got the
You know.
anti-Midas touch right now.
I can't believe they didn't do anything special for the end of the show. Maybe my expectations too high. What's going on, Bob? That's what it is. It was a QVC show. Yeah.
Felt like
Pretty
it.
much. Look at the little kitty. Oh.
No, but damn, it's like I understand. Not all days can be like jam packed with new stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
but split it up
I
then.
tell
Show Deathstroke one day. Show Batman
Right.
by Gaslight one. Ivy, and they did everything in one day. Got our hopes up, and then it just dwindled.
Did they show like those statues in person? Like, I don't remember seeing
Yeah.
the Gaslight Batman.
Yeah, they did. They had them on the
It's
table.
it's in their like podium room or whatever. The
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
where they do the.
And they had Gem Mint go over there too. And
Yeah,
do,
I saw it on the tested channel.
This might be
Well,
funny watching Guy muted and we'll just watch.
He's like, God, will this ever end? Is this ever gonna end? Is she ever gonna stop?
He's like, I
Weren't
know
they-
she's on more than coffee. He's like, I
Weren't
know.
they on the
Somebody
statue in
really-
the beginning of the show?
Yeah, and they started
Yep.
with Captain Marvel.
They literally they're just repeating.
Oh man, we need to do a drinking game for every time he looks at the camera.
Yeah, every time he
eyebrows,
moves his
and,
head,
then, and then he points at us.
It's been hammered by
Right, here we
now.
Bro, we would
Here
be,
we go,
we would
here we
be
go.
trashed.
I like how he looks at the kid. He's looking at. There's something back there.
And then he points. He points like he does like an eyebrow.
If you watch his eyes, he's looking at somewhere.
The
Oh,
chat doesn't realize this, but John's actually holding all of us panel members hostage, making us watch this right now.
Oh man,
sorry.
he's pointed 3 times in a row. 4 finger guns.
Let's just hear the final send off here.
So much fun. This guy is the 6-scale figure expert, uncontested.
You know, I could
Don't tell
ask,
Tyree Smith I said
I
that.
could ask any random question of pop culture.
Terry Smith's a good guy.
Miss Amy Chase will be able to print me out 4-page PDF that
Oh, yeah,
she's
that
written herself.
You see how she's all
She's
happy and
that
cheerful.
good.
I
Girls
wonder
gotta
if
have
they're
hobbies,
like,
and we wanted
as soon
to
as they
thank
yell
all of the
cut, she
Sideshow
just starts
multimedia
going
So I
into
bet-
like B-mode.
changing
Like
out the
just,
products.
I bet
running
she
the
actually
cameras,
wrote the
making sure
dialogue
you
for
guys
this
have
show.
the best look at this because they are your eyes. You know, we might be
She probably wrote the
the
script.
voice of the products, but they are your eyes for this week. All of the teams that are helping to make this show run, the
I can
social
see it.
media team, the customer support team, for those of you, who
going on,
just
She's
wanna
what, their head- is she their head of
have questions about
marketing?
your orders and all the
Manager,
cool stuff that you were
the-
able to pick
yeah.
up this week.
Manager,
It takes
yeah, there
an
you go.
entire
She probably
village
wrote it.
that is the Sideshow studio to make this piece run.
That's why
All
she
the
knows it
artists
so well and
that
has
got all the
more
statues
dialogue
ready,
than he does.
for display as well. So you guys.
Yeah,
there
but guys
is
are happy. If you
still
look at the
2 more
chat,
hours
great
left
show,
in Sideshow
guys.
Con, a few more
Great
shows,
4
and those
days.
deals that
What
are
a great
released
week.
tonight. But thank you from the bottom of our hearts for joining us.
I had a
for
good
another
time
awesome
hanging out
event
with
week.
you guys and watching
Until
it
we see you
together.
next
That
time.
definitely made it
Don't
a
forget
lot
to
more
let your geek
interesting.
side show.
But the show itself, the past 2
Bye,
days,
everyone.
especially today,
Yeah.
nah.
It was like 2 days of show, 2 days of man.
Sideshow.
But I
Great show.
definitely
Hey, but
enjoyed watching it as a
We didn't
boost.
have to look at MODOK again. So
That was shocking. Yeah, Modog didn't show up. Wow, that's true.
everybody happy about
I
that?
don't know.
Right?
The whole. Well, you just don't like the show because they're not showing stuff you like. I think that's a crock of baloney.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's such bull. People talk out of their ass sometimes, and it's not only that, but it's like at the end of the day, how many things do we watch on the Prime One showcase that we don't have necessarily interest in, and we appreciate the artwork of it. Even some of those anime pieces, I compliment, and I'm nowhere near collecting anime. It's just it wasn't the consistency of that. Wow, that day 2 we got with all those pieces wasn't maintained. Maybe maybe my expectations too high.
Feels like Sideshow's really slowing down their statues in general. I mean, how many releases this year?
Yeah,
really, of their own Sideshow stuff.
It's been a fair amount, but it's just that if it's not as much, maybe as it used to be.
And then it's low
at
ES.
least one piece every month, right? At least one piece every month, I feel.
But
I think in this
like
down market,
700.
Yeah, I think in this down market, what they're doing is they're transitioning to smaller, cheaper figures.
No, there was one figure. There was one statue that was 1,200, wasn't it? There was one. I forget which statue it was. That had a high ES.
The Juggernaut.
There was a statue that had a high ES.
The Penguin is 1,500.
15 at 700.
In the past, that would have been considered small, man. So crazy.
Yeah.
I saw some people dump their pre-orders because of that number. They thought it was going to be like 500 or 700.
See, that I don't get though. If you like the piece, you like the piece.
Yeah. I think it's a great piece.
They didn't really like it. They're gonna capitalize off the rarity. So what they're thinking.
For sure.
What do you think that Ghost Rider is going to come out as?
Close to $900. Probably.
Yeah, I'd say $899.
$849, I think.
What about the ES?
1,000.
I don't know.
1,000, you think?
I think not that many people will be.
He's not a popular character.
Yeah.
Maybe 600, 700. I don't know.
I think if it lights up, it's going to be more.
Yeah, if he lights up, he'll be on the higher end.
Which is weird because on the Gem Mint show, she showed that it's like a clear resin.
Yeah.
So you shine a light through it, you can see the light. So maybe they will add a light.
Or maybe they'll make you backlight it.
Yeah. He was saying you can backlight it, but they didn't say anything about providing lighting.
I don't know about you guys. For me personally, my wallet's safe for this con, but we'll go back to the question that was asked, whether we like it, Sideshow doing the con this way on their own platform versus going to SDCC. You can clearly see that their production value went up from previous years. So if they're kind of taking that money, I'd like to see them take the money they're saving from SDCC and kind of pump it back into like R&D. The production value is there. You know, Guy and Amy, to round it all off, I think they did a great job.
I mean, they
kept that hype.
Not going to SDCC. They saved a ton of money.
The thing is, they saved the money, but it wasn't necessarily reflected in this con. You'd think they'd save, and we'd see a whole slew of
Well, that's when a down market, you're not going to see that. They're not going to spend that money. They're going to save it and try to float. So everything goes down in a down market. So.
Yeah, but then when you have companies like PCS though spending and kind of bringing those different. I
think PCS is in a lot of trouble, and I think they have to do what they're doing to try to survive. Personally, I've been saying this for a while. But it's the fact that while everybody else seems to be pulling back, they're like, hey, we're doing this, we're releasing that, we're releasing this, and the marketing, how they've added the coins and all the extra marketing stuff, to me just screams like they had to do something drastic because the whole market's down. It seems odd that you would be the one outside, coloring outside the lines while everybody else is pulling back. And we're definitely reducing scale and cost.
Yeah.
So it's like they're still like, oh, 1/3. Seems
I think from a marketing standpoint,
it's like a Hail Mary.
Yeah. Well, dear, I think from a marketing standpoint, they hit a couple different points because it's a lot of people that can't go to these cons, and they're providing a way. Hey, you can still see what we have, and it's kind of saying we care about you as a customer. We know everyone can't make it, so we'll show you what we have, and then it opens up doors for there are people that just know about Hot Toys, and now they see, oh, they got statues as well, or people that just go for the statues, and they're like, oh yeah, I kind of like this fairy tale line or whatever. So I think from a marketing standpoint,
they always had like YouTubers and stuff and stuff showing what was going on at the con. You know what I'm saying? So that information was always getting out there. You know, because it was so much coverage from all the YouTubers and all the people that went to the con that showed all the statues and showed all the stuff. They still got the same coverage. They probably got more coverage.
Do you think that a lot of their clients know about all the YouTube channels, or maybe just the Sideshow channel?
Well, if you're really interested in something or you collect something, I think that you do research on it. You know,
True.
I don't think anybody that is into anything doesn't do research before they buy something.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, that's just the way I am. So if I'm interested in something, I go out there and look for a video, or I go out there and look for word of mouth about something before I buy it. So.
And it's not to go. It's not to say that Sideshow can't go live at the actual con and stream something to their YouTube channel,
which they've
done, yeah, in previous years. But
they're just trying to save money, man. They're
that's
trying
what
to save a lot.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's what
they're trying to save a couple $100,000 for the week.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh well, we'll go around. So, Sideshow Con 2023, D-Rock, thumbs up, thumbs down. What are your thoughts?
Right in the middle.
Okay.
I felt like they had a couple of strong things with Deathstroke, with the Ivy. Of course, 2 Ivies back to back's a little weird, but whatever. But I think the Gaslight Batman, Gotham by Gaslight's okay. I don't think it's great, but I don't know. Those last couple of days, it's not a lot for us for sure, or for me, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So I put them right in the middle, 5 out of 10.
Okay. How about you, Cash?
You know, it started off really hot, which I liked, but I wanted it to end better. You know what I mean? It's
with a bang.
Yeah, man. You know, there's an old movie. It's called The Wood, right? And you know, the main character Michael, he liked this chick, and that's like day 1, day 2. You know what I'm saying? The chick is really cool, really sexy, but then day 3 and 4, you like, oh damn, her big brother Stacy, that's the dude who's gonna beat my ass. It's kind of like that, like I just felt like you got beat up watching this day 3 and day 4 of the hope, the hype, the anticipation. And we went up like a roller coaster, and it was literally just like
downhill.
That's how I felt.
Yeah. Downhill without the rails to protect you.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'm gonna agree with D-Rock. Like, it's definitely not a thumbs down because it was a lot better than years before. So I can't give him a thumbs down completely. But one thing I would say, I think you guys can really shorten it to 3 days opposed to 4.
For sure.
I think that would have helped.
They can do all this in 1 day, buddy.
No. Oh, I know they can. Well, see, Jarhead, this is the last thing I'll say. The thing that I do like about them, if you're at work, oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful if you're at work. Like, you got something to get you through 2 hours, man. So they got that going.
Sweet. Jarhead, how about you, man?
I can't say it was all negative just because there is a statue that I'm going to end up buying from this event. So, you know, I appreciate it for that. But, you know, middle of the road at most.
Okay.
You know, so, but they could have shown that, you know, they could have done a reveal, you know, without doing this fake con, you know, because the majority of the statues that I've seen that I liked weren't even in Sideshow Con. It was at SDCC. You know, it was at the actual con. So, you know what? I'm gonna go down.
Okay. What would you say? What would you want them to improve, if anything?
Just go back to what it used to be, where they used to have, you know, the statues on the floor, and it seemed like they had way more statue reveals. And if you wanted information about certain other things, you just go on their website. They would have, information on the website. They would highlight the stuff on the website that they were releasing, and just go about that way, because it's just so boring. So boring.
Okay, fair enough. How about yourself, Biggie?
Not to sound like a parrot from D-Rock and Cash, but I'm right in the middle. I'm not saying they promised anything, but you know that feeling you get when somebody over promises and under delivers. The first 2 days were cool.
There's a lot of women out there like that know that. There's a lot of women out there that know exactly what they're talking about.
yeah, it's that.
Okay.
What could have made it better? Give us another Voltron, man. That'll make everything better.
Did you see the one from Blitzway?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, somebody posted it.
How about you, Buck?
I think you can see there's like a lot of negative sentiments right now, and that's probably because the way they did it, they started out hot and then they ended badly. If they spread things out and had a good ending, people would feel a lot better. People would. But right now, when you front load the good and you end on a bad note, like it doesn't leave a good feeling. The final sentiment is a negative one. So I think that's to their detriment. But overall, the show had like some good reveals that people liked. Like there was like a fair amount of statues. I just wish there was stuff that I personally was eager to get, and there wasn't. So how do I feel about it? I never got my hopes up, so I'm just indifferent.
Okay. And finally, Mark.
Yeah, I didn't have high expectations going into it based on previous showings. If I had to base it against when Sideshow was actually at the con showing products and whatnot, obviously I'd rate this a lot lower, but having no expectations going in, I'd probably give it about a C minus, because that Poison Ivy really took me off guard, and not because of the low ES, but Poison Ivy is like a character that I've long been wanting, and especially a green variant. So that was really a piece that I loved. So it's hard for me to like bash or talk negative about the con overall because I pre-ordered that. But I feel like there's characters that are still somewhat safe, but Sideshow is missing out on. Like we had Spider-Verse the movie, right? So they could have did a $20.99 Spider-Man, and I think that would have been well received. I feel like there's a Moon Knight premium format they could have produced that would have been somewhat well received. So I feel like they're not tapping into some of the maybe the movies that were successful or comics characters that they could still sell relatively well. But yeah, it was just for me. Don't want to like trash them, but not so good.
At least the sentiment I'm hearing overall is at least the sentiment is moving in the not the sentiment, the trajectory is moving in the right direction, as opposed to previous years where it was just a complete upset. So is there room for improvement? Definitely. Hopefully they just keep on listening and taking the feedback, and as long as they're moving in the right direction, and I guess we'll be waiting 5-10 years before we get, I guess, the perfect con. But again, I'd keep. I like what Amy and our guy did there. A little humor. He tried, but it was good. It was fun. Whatever. I think hanging out with you guys really made it. I don't know how I'd feel if I was watching it alone. But
I'd be asleep right now.
I'm glad I don't have to. Mm-hmm. But we'll put a pin in it here, guys. This was the Sideshow Con 2023. Now we wait for 2024, and hopefully we can all get back together and do the same thing next year.
Oh, sorry. Look what Jeff Morris said.
I'm going to pull that up now. Jeff says, good to see you, Jeff. Thanks for stopping by. I expected nothing and wasn't disappointed. They didn't do themselves any favors by not attending SDCC. They did their typical dragging this out 4 days and didn't have enough to fill it out.
Yeah.
A quick question. Do you think would you guys have rated this a success if this ended 2 days ago?
Yes.
After the big reveals? Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yes.
Sideshow, if you're listening, take that as you will.
Or like you said, what if they put everything on the ass end? You probably would have walked away right now for thinking something different.
They saved the best for last.
Yeah, if they would have saved the best for last, we wouldn't all been like, yeah, that was awesome. So.
2 days. I think 2 days is the do it like a Friday, Saturday sort of thing.
The pacing, you can tell they're stretching it out. The way it's paced.
Yeah.
It's just stretched out.
It's because this has a dual objective. They're trying to sell the shit they can't sell normally, right? So it's like people keep making the joke. It's like late night. What do you call those
QVC? Home Shopping Network. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it's like, right? They're just trying to sell stuff, and I think when you truly take into consideration that's the goal of this stuff. Aside from reveals, it's not only about reveals. It's about it's a good time to push product. That's their main perspective on these shows. Honestly, it seems like that's the main concern.
You got time to push product. I'd keep the pushing product away from the Sideshow Con, especially when you have other surrounding companies that aren't necessarily. They're giving great deals, but they're not opening your mouth and shoving product down your throat.
I will say the highlight of this con for me though was when they revealed that Thanos on throne and they found it and they sold it. That was
the warehouse.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm glad whoever got one.
They shortened it from 7 days to 4, but we just need to tighten it a little bit more up. And I think
what's going on, Angry and Jesse? Thanks for stopping by, guys.
You know what? Don't even tighten this, Sideshow. Next time, give us a fucking Red Sonja and a Vampirella.
Jesus,
and a Voltron.
And with that, we'll end it, guys. 2024 will be here, hopefully. And hopefully Sideshow will take some of that feedback into consideration. Give us 2 solid days. No diddle-daddling back and forth with these things. Give us 2 solid days. And if you want to call the rest of the days Sideshow's QVC, go ahead. But don't market it as a Sideshow Con.
Yeah.
All the best. Until next time. Amazing panel. Great to spend time with you. D-Rock, Cash, Jarhead, Piggy, Buck, and of course Mark. And everyone in the chat who stopped by to watch the con with us. Appreciate you guys, because you could have been watching it just with Sideshow. And tonight we got Club, so you guys are going to want to hang out because we're going to cap off the Sideshow Con as well as all the coverage from SDCC and our friends that have been over there. So you're not going to want to miss that. Until next time, guys, be safe, happy collecting, and always remember to collect responsibly. Take care.
And you know what? You know who we are. We're always standing, always rising up. You know who we are.
Transformer boys, rise up.
Say no to the battery boys. Say no to them.